want to sit down for this.
But I said I'm joking. See? Look at you guys stressed.
Stress is a funny word to just say out of nowhere.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry, yo.
What do you wait?
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I be getting Sometimes I be getting messages during the show, and my life is falling apart sitting in this chair, bro.
Yeah.
Like y'all remember, I couldn't even stay to the end of the episode.
Yo, man got up and said anyway.
He said, yo,
because the messages was yo, bro, it was crazy. But the fact that a spectator to the show, you know, you have to be on in every segment. I do think there are other segments where I did show up, but that's not an excuse because, like, here's what I'll say. I'm so thankful that I'm part of a show where I have two incredibly capable partners who, when they're well-versed on a subject, sometimes even more than me, a lot of times more than me, that they're able to carry me through the waves. Nonetheless, it is important that I, especially for a video medium, quiet the noise. So, like, for example, right now my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
It's just so funny.
What?
Because
it's just Do Not Disturb.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it today. You feel me?
Today. You heard it live.
But listen, you could, I mean...
The only person that can call me right now is Jesus, and I answer, bro. My moms would have to wait for... Not you, mom. But you feel me?
Yeah.
And I want to apologize to y'all.
Oh, you're trying to pull a me when I apologize.
Nah.
My mental breakdown.
This is 2 weeks in a row. This just means that we haven't shown up for y'all, the audience, and I haven't shown up for you guys, my partner. So I'm not... Bro, this is a man who doesn't watch our show who looked at it and said, this guy's offending me. Like, I couldn't believe it, fam.
He said, yo, I saw the title. I was interested to watch.
But then this nigga,
and I couldn't go through.
So you commented, bro. Honestly,
so the title got him to click.
Yeah.
And then my dumbass,
your dumbass got him to exit.
But hold on, the conversation, he stayed for a bit.
Yeah, he stayed for a bit,
and
which gave him interest.
Me.
Then he really got threw off, but it was enough for him to comment. Though
I don't think there's ever been a time where I've cost us a listener like publicly. I'm sure I've cost us listeners. I've said some wild stuff on this show,
but do you think
that's different? Though
I cost us a listener publicly.
But here's the thing:
the man announced, "I'm never coming back."
Yeah, but he's lying. He's coming back.
Is he? He might not hear this.
No, because I'm thinking about me. Like, if I write on somebody's page, I'm coming back
to see.
Yeah.
To see if they cleaned up.
Especially on YouTube, not on Instagram, but on YouTube, if I comment on YouTube, I'm coming back.
YouTube is a more engaged
I'm coming back to just to double check,
Hey, just so y'all know, we have like a group chat where we discuss the show. So I saw the comment. I saw it myself. Bro, this nigga be in our group chat. Hey, just so you're aware from the clip with this. Yes, I'm aware.
No. Wait,
yes,
no. I have to put it there because I just so that you know, because there's a lot of comments and stuff that none of us see. So that's
but it is on me. And
I mean,
I have to quiet noise. Like I said, my phone right now is Do Not Disturb, and I'm gonna try to not be dancing.
Everybody's made a mistake. Me, not yet. But when there's time for me to do my apology, then I'll be there.
You don't think you made a mistake?
Where I need to apologize for? Yeah, not yet on the show.
You don't think you made a mistake? You need to apologize for
for the show.
It's so funny.
You know,
it was an apology.
Right?
Can we go do the show?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to You Might Want to Sit Down for This. I go by the name of Express, aka DJXP. This is episode 113. If we go down the list of hosts available on the chairs that are not red, we have...
My name is Trivelle.
And if we keep going, we have...
This chair is also not red. My name is Everything O'Shawn.
You don't want to talk about that?
Yo, what are we doing?
I mean...
What are we doing? No.
Without saying names, we can talk about that concept.
Do you know who it is?
Wait.
Now
what do you mean?
Not like who
did
it.
Yeah.
You know who did it?
Sure.
Are they happy?
I would.
Why would people be happy?
It's like a committed
Everybody's
situation?
happy.
I would say so.
Yeah.
More than
they
most.
locked in for
more than most that I've perceived.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when I saw it. I was like, damn.
You know, the only thing you can't believe is when it's not butter. You can believe that. Like that is something that is a natural progression in many a situation. Maybe not every.
You didn't think nothing when you saw it. What'd you think? You think something? You didn't think nothing. I wouldn't think nothing. Did you think something?
No. I don't know. Not whatever thinking you're thinking. No.
Anything.
Anything.
Thinking.
There's a slight thought that I had, but I'll save it for later.
You'll save it for
okay. Is that for like off mic or later?
Off mic.
Okay.
Right.
A slight thought, but anything else, no.
Okay. Fair play. Did you think something?
Yeah. I'm happiness, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
of course.
Anybody that does anything
that they want to do,
and they do it, and it's visible to the world, I think that's something to be
happy.
At least you don't have to celebrate, but you can definitely be happy.
Yeah,
and you can have your internal celebrate. Like, good for them.
Amen.
It's difficult to navigate through life and things. So when you do things you want to do and you seem to be 100% about it, what is you have to? It's positive. No matter what your interaction.
Yeah, it's just a reminder. I guess we're at the age where that's gonna happen.
That's
so cool.
That's a natural progression of things. Yeah. No, most definitely.
Lead us, so fearless leader.
But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to the podcast links on whichever thing you're listening on, whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, and all the various other ones, which are equally as important if that's your thing. Amazon, I know they always keep messaging me saying, "Hey, use your Amazon podcast thing," but it's all good. Shout out Amazon. So let's get into it. We like to start music and then kind of expand a little bit.
And then delve.
Yeah. Well, one of the bigger things, in the city, which I feel like we've talked about it 3 years, is the Usher, Chris Brown show. Well, I should say Chris Brown and Usher.
Yeah.
They did their back-to-back here. Last year, it was Chris Brown alone.
Yes, it was.
The one day.
Why do you say Chris Brown and Usher? Why did you correct that? What was the correct?
Because I said something that we always talk about, and Usher didn't perform here last year, so that always would not be true. But
but then you said that Chris Brown. I thought you said the Usher Chris Brown show, and then changed it to the Chris Brown Usher show. Is that what I heard? Or tripping?
Yeah, it's funny, and I shouldn't even say that because it is the R&B show.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. It's literally called the R&B show.
But the reason why I said that just for
Brown, right?
Yeah.
Just for clerical, correction. The reason why I said that is because I had prefaced it by saying that it's something that we always talk about, and there was no Usher show last year here, so it was a big deal.
There was no Usher show last year. He did
here.
Yeah, he did the.
I can't remember if it was last year or the year before.
No, he did it last
He's
year.
been here.
Has he done a stadium? Has he done a stadium?
He did Rogers.
Oh, there you go.
Or was it Scotia?
No, he did Scotia with the roller skate show.
Yes,
that was the show,
bro. But I can't remember when that was. But I remember going. So it was.
Was that last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year.
I don't know if it was last year.
The same summer as Chris Brown.
No.
All right, let me double check that because you guys are
roller skates sound very 2023.
It's not 2024
at least.
It's not 2024.
You're going a bit too far.
Sorry, I meant 2024 because 2025 would be last year.
2024.
Whoa, what a mind twist. But
But they came and they did the damn thing.
They did the damn thing, and
I haven't heard anybody who's disappointed with the show.
Well, no. There's no disappointment.
The only disappointment I heard is that apparently we have a curfew that required them to end a bit earlier. So there's stuff that they've been doing on tour that they couldn't do here.
Yeah.
Such as what?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Is there curfew over because the curfew over that spot? That's
because it's in North Park or
stupid strict
or whatever.
It's ridiculous. It's not we can pay extra. Like that one is
the neighboring people really
so residential.
The sound.
The sound. Yeah, the bylaws around sound I think are strict.
Are very, very, very strict.
Which we're not the only place like that. Wembley Stadium, London, England, similar issues.
Really?
Because it's close to residential areas. You have to end events by a certain time.
Yeah, if you do Skydome, you can go a little.
You can go later in Skydome.
Pay that thing.
You can pay the fee.
Right, you can just pay, because it's in the inner. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But one of the things is so interesting because as we know, Chris Brown is a high level performer. At least
amazing.
when
best performer of our
see,
generation.
Right, but what a lot of people said. Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Beyonce,
give the list.
Beyonce.
Who
A
else?
lot of people.
Just double checking.
But I think Chris Brown over every man, and I do.
Yeah, so you're right. 2024.
Yeah,
but it was back to back. It was he did a
So
which made sense.
So he could have done the arena. He could have done the stadium.
He could have had number. I wasn't talking a numbers thing. Numbers thing he could do whatever.
Back to back.
But I think
it was in September. That's why in
2024, remember that Rogers Stadium thing didn't exist yet.
No.
Yeah, it didn't. It just opened up.
Yeah.
So go on.
Yeah, I think he's the best performer of our generation.
Yeah. But the interesting thing about that is I think that's pretty unanimous. However, a lot of people seeing this show here, they were able to really see the difference between how Usher treats his performance and artistry versus Chris Brown. Like
what they say,
you can see why Usher is Usher beside Chris Brown.
I had somebody come to me and say Chris Brown washed Usher.
Yeah, you know what the problem is
I hate
now?
Niggas that talk like that.
The problem with that.
Yeah, I hate niggas that talk like that.
Wait, who else? It would have to be.
Would a nigga come to me?
Like they both did good, but you seen them side by side. It just shows that like Usher can't stick with Chris Brown anymore because he's. But she also was like, oh, it's probably because he's older. But Chris Brown's just at another level.
He's also.
I think
they're different still.
I think there's a bias when it comes to music that you like,
and that too. Does she love Usher, or does she like Usher?
She's of a generation where I thought she would definitely love Usher.
That doesn't matter, but that you don't know is my point. I got to see somebody who says
who loved Usher.
Yo, I love Usher. I like Chris Brown, but I just realized
that I don't think it's a slight. For example, but she did say Usher for his age was going crazy.
But I also don't like
Chris Brown's at another level.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, because
what does that mean?
Yeah,
it's like we don't get to say that for LeBron. Yo, if I'm dunking on niggas, I'm dunking on niggas. That's what it is. I don't want to hear for his age.
Do you hold your musical? Do you hold the physical body performance? And I say this being a guy who lives in the versus world of seeing these R&B singers showing up overweight, not ready. Yeah. You hold your artists, your musical artists, at the same standard you hold your athletes from their.
Depending on
I don't think people understand. You'll know this because you're a performer. There's a physical shape you have to be in to perform.
1,000%.
Do you require your artists to stay in the shape it requires them to perform at a high level?
Yes.
Okay, so then you're not impressed by Chris Brown. You take it as a given. Like, you got to stay in shape. You're at that level.
No, I'm impressed by anybody who's dedicated to keeping that going all these years. Chris Brown did it.
That's just 47.
But Chris Brown didn't just wake up one morning yesterday and say, you know what, now I'm going to be an athletic performer or whatever. True. He's been doing it this entire time. So that's what's impressive to me, that he kept that going from then. Yeah. The same thing, the same way I'm excited or giving it up for Chris Brown is I give up for Usher. Because Usher, even more, there's way more niggas that have fallen off or can't perform the way that they do, or they got the great voice, but they can't do the movement. Usher is doing these things and adding new. I mean, for God's sakes, he went on tour doing roller skating. We're not going to just pretend that that didn't happen.
I want to say this. I want to say something to.
And he's beside, and put himself beside Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, somebody who's
and guess what?
Still,
and guess what? If somebody goes, yo, you know what? Those guys were incredible, but Chris Brown really put him through the, you know what I mean? But they were crazy. It's like, but this guy's going toe to toe with him every day, all the time.
Yeah.
So that obviously must mean they're closer than y'all.
Than some people allege,
than some people is whatever, because he's doing it. This is not a one-off show at BT or the Grammys where you know when they do that, like they do this for those shows. They take a Don Toliver and a older act and they do a we're like, hey, look at that, it was amazing. These guys are on a fucking. On top of this, tell your friend this too. Chris Brown went on a stadium tour when
2025.
Okay, so he's already in stadium
mode.
Usher's just getting into
stadium
shape.
So imagine him going.
Do you think Usher's residency, Super Bowl performance, and the fact that he did a stadium tour helped him?
You mean arena tour?
Arena, my apologies.
No, him continuing to always perform help, but there's not. It's like
let's not sleep. Usher's in great shape.
No, I know,
in an insane shape.
But this is what they say. You know what I mean? Like there's basketball. There's players in any sport who they can compete in practice,
right?
But they always say game reps is different than whatever 5-on-5, 4-on-4, whatever that we do in practice. So because Chris Brown was in game shape of stadium
that
prior to going with Usher is an automatic advantage before we even talk about he's 48 and this guy's whatever. He's already doing that because that's why. For example, if you translate it back to sports, why LeBron is in better shape than niggas that are 10 years under his age. Why? Because he's been playing the entire time. He's playing the Olympics. He's playing in playoffs. His body is used to continuing to do this. So so he's not a 41-year-old. How is he still doing this? He's in this game shape.
He stays in shape so he doesn't have to get in shape. You don't have to get in shape all the time. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
That's it.
Usher and Chris Brown, I think we would all agree, are guys who are keeping themselves in shape.
And incredible.
And all that happens is when they book the tour, I do think they probably go on like a 1 month.
Oh hell yeah! They probably more than that.
Training camp of I gotta lock in. Not just the rehearsal, not just the song, but I'm getting my body right. What I'm eating. Because think of it, these guys aren't getting sick. Like I can't think of a single time
where you heard.
I'm sure it's happened, but where I've heard. Usher and Chris Brown canceled because somebody got the flu, somebody got sick, somebody's under the weather.
And I've heard other artists do that.
No, but
multiple.
Know that Usher is in significantly better shape than Chris Brown, because even when they saw him, when Chris Brown is doing his thing where he's like humping the girls and stuff, like they see like his love handles.
Shape is not aesthetic, so.
He's not talking about
shape. Is that what you're talking about? I do think Usher's bodied up. He's in the gym. His aesthetic is great. Chris Brown's cardiovascular
is insane.
Output is more than Usher's. He does more on that stage.
So let me tell you this. This is
and holds his notes.
Right. No, this is a quote that somebody said, or someone that said this is kind of connected to this.
Those two and Beyonce.
Because remember, love handles and stuff is diet. That's not his.
Exactly. This is what Wale actually said, and this ties directly into this. He said this
Shout
a
out my
couple of
Niger
days.
brother.
Yeah, he said this a couple of days ago. He said, "It's crazy to be a pro athlete. You need endless discipline, God-given talent, speed, dexterity, leadership to get your bag. But to make it in the music industry, you just need to go viral once or twice. You don't even need to like music." Now,
I saw that.
The reason why I brought this up, because you're literally comparing.
I reject what he's saying wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Going viral one time doesn't pay that artist what getting to the league and getting your first. Any NBA player, any dude from the league that you talk to, all of them, to a man, says, if I get to my second contract, I'm set for life.
Right.
There's no equivalent for that in the music business.
But Wale is trying to talk about how there are people in the music industry.
Yeah, you get 15 minutes of fame in music industry all the time, but that burns out, bro. These people be going broke from
I don't think he's saying.
No, but what he's saying is that it's unfair in the athletic world where you have to do all of these things to keep up and to whatever and to be prepared for your minute of for your time under the sun. Whereas in music, you can accidentally fall into it and then you get the same spotlight and get the same energy emitted towards you. That's he's saying that in music they should be doing what the athletes do.
But, you know,
somebody can accidentally fall into a number one.
I'm also just pushing back a little bit on some of this,
as you should.
And I'm saying that like attention isn't monetization, right?
Yes, it is.
Like pardon? Attention. Not if you don't know what you're doing. Attention, like yes, it can lead to that. Don't get me wrong. The reason why the reason why streamers make crazy money is they're monetizing eyeballs. They can go to these brands and say, "Yo, I got this many people watching me all the time."
Repeat.
So whatever I have on in my stream, like these logos, these gambling companies, bro, I can indoctrinate 20, 30, 50,000 people to your thing. Well, how much is that worth to you?
Right.
Eyeballs is compensation.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, too often we see artists get to a level. They look like they're going to be the hottest thing.
Sure.
And it doesn't happen.
Okay. But
in like, they're just two different industries. Like, don't get me wrong. He's right that but the problem is that in music, for you to get paid, you have to keep killing. Like, you can't live off of legacy. Somebody like artists that we think are living off of legacy, I don't think their checks are as big as we think it is.
Yeah, but but if they were
I learned that from Joe Budden when Joe Budden talked about his pump it up checks not being what y'all think it is.
But you know why that for him that was
because of the Def Jam
just the business that and the business around. Because Ian on a recent pod, his manager literally said I forget where it was, but he said if we did the business for Joe Budden's music like how we're doing the pod right now, like how it's structured now, and did it for the music he would have all that, even with the same music, the same everything. Just the business around it was the same, that we
just getting the right money
just around that thing and keep the same thing. It would have been.
Joe had records, right? But
because it was the business around it. That's the thing.
But I think, but to Wale, to close the Wale point, he's talking about how
is he talking about barrier to entry?
Yes.
Is that his argument? Okay.
Yes.
Then I do agree.
Like
not longevity, barrier to entry.
Yes.
He's saying there's no barrier to entry into music.
Yes.
You can hate it. You could be doing it together. Like,
and you can hate it. Niggas don't. There's niggas that don't love music and they're making money from music currently
that's
right
not
now.
new because like
I
remember like for example, Eazy-E said I didn't know how to rap, bro.
Yeah, but
that's different.
Yo, that nigga cared about music.
He
if he's fostering and putting together groups,
I'm talking about like,
but that's what he's talking about.
That is part of.
But if I'm a dude and I slave over my pen and this dude's getting on because he just sounds cool.
Yes,
I know.
There's a huge quadrant of rappers and be like, dude, that's not fair.
It's funny. The whole LA, and this is not a thing to diss LA, but the whole LA culture.
Even Dr. Dre never wrote his stuff, right? Everybody writes for Dr. Dre.
Doesn't he care about music?
But he cares about music
deeply.
But there you go.
So we're going specific to these people could just hate music. It's just a hustle for them.
Yeah, they don't have to love it. They don't have to love it. People have to love these niggas have to love it to go to wake up at 5.
Some dudes play ball, they don't love ball, bro.
I know, but
no. They love ball at a certain. There was a love before. It might not have been a long lived.
It was easy for them. That's why a lot of these dudes get to the league the moment it's hard, they can't play no more.
Exactly, and that means they didn't love it. And guess what? They don't get to stay in the league.
But that's my point.
They don't put them on the court.
Dudes in the league be saying, "Yo, this guy doesn't love the game of basketball.
Yes,
he's just really athletic." And it was fun for him. It was easy for him up to this point.
But it takes a while for you to notice that, to really, you need to see enough game tape and whatever to really be like, or a good season to be like,
bro, there are some number 1 overall draft picks that don't love ball.
Oh, I know. No.
And we've seen them fail quick.
You know what I'm saying? And not really be like when I look at a dude like Derrick Rose Love Ball. Derrick Rose's body was breaking apart
in front of our
Exactly. Right. Westbrook Love Ball. Westbrook played a year in Sacramento because I'm trying to hoop.
Love Ball.
Iverson Love Ball.
These guys love ball.
There are guys who love ball, and I think you can see it. And there are guys
imagine looking at LeBron and say he don't love ball.
No, but there are some guys where you're just talented.
I know.
Yes.
It's not that you don't love it. You're talented.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
because
I've seen guys who have the craziest tools. I'm like, yo, how come you're not better? Like,
yo, niggas that played ball for a while stop playing ball, and they're either commentary coaches or whatever. That means they love ball. They still want to be a part of ball.
Melo loves ball.
These guys love ball.
Yeah.
You can just tell when they're talking about it as, like you said, as spectator commentators.
You become a spectator, you become a commentator, you have a show based on the...
KD loves ball.
The kind of detail they add into the conversation, you can tell like, no. They actually cared about this. But yeah, just
ball, man.
Yeah. But yeah,
interesting point from Wale. And yeah, I agree. There isn't a barrier to entry to music, but there also isn't the staying power. I think that like that balances itself out, if you see what I'm saying. So he might say like, yo, they could just get on. Yeah, but they don't have to stay on. They can't stay there. But you know what's interesting? If you get a deal, bro, you could bounce around a couple teams before they realize, yo, this guy's trash. Get him out the league.
But you know what's interesting though?
Yeah.
An artist cannot love music, fall into a record that's so big. He don't love music.
Yeah.
He doesn't get another opportunity to do albums and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But that record is so big that he gets to perform that song for the rest of his life still.
One-hit wonders.
They have these festivals and they have these things where this guy gets to come and they get to do 1-2 songs
but you'll know
and they get paid forever and they know that, man, I didn't even know this
shit. But you'll know this. I think the hard part with a one-hit wonder is you have to keep in mind they still remember what it was like living with the one hit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So going, not down, but when I'm a one-hit wonder, I'm number one. I'm rubbing shoulders with Jay-Z, Drake, Kanye. I'm getting invited to these parties. Mm-hmm. They are looking at me like these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Multi-million dollar men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that I'm back at Yakapalooza in Wisconsin performing this one record.
But if they get paid to just go buy money to pay their vices, then some of them guys don't care.
Yeah, no, and I also think that's the nature of music. Like what I've always said, and I said it even like kind of doing it and sitting on the back end is like it's so scary that music business are so against one another.
I know that's why
artists usually make terrible business people because the artistic process really should not submit to anything that the business process has to. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, which is why the perfect concert is when you have a person who says, "Let me worry about the business, just do your thing."
100%.
But I think what happens more is that you're seeing artists like that. This is how you could not love the music. They're just doing the business thing. TikTok songs make it virality. Thing. I don't love this. Am I saying anything? Am I expressing anything? Am I talking gibberish? Do I care about this? Did I say no? But it's gonna make business sense, and that's gonna let them put me on.
Right.
It's about return on investment.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. And and the other thing too, which I before we get to the other music part is I think it's so interesting. Like when you talk about like one hit wonders, whether it was in the 80s, 90s, or even in the 2000s, I wonder if those people who were able to like squeeze one record, because I know we were talking about like Trinidad James last time, if they were able to squeeze out one record, if they saw how oversaturated the industry was going to be and how overcrowded and how difficult it is to like build a song up, I wonder if they would have the right word I want to say without sounding facetious. Like I wonder if they would have worked harder or pushed harder to get more records to stick at that time, because at that time they had less competition. There was more tools where their music would get heard and seen more. Like if a label only had 10 artists, they only had 10 artists, and you were going to get to be seen because there was only 9 other people that you were competing with. So I wonder, like some of those people, like the Young Jocks and some of these other people, like from the 2000s, for example, it's like if they knew how competitive and oversaturated and streaming was going to take over and the ease of music creation was going to really get to this point, if they would have pushed, because think about it. If you have one song, let's use, and shout out Young Jock. I'm not, there's no diss towards him, but let's say Young Jock, It's Going Down.
Mm-hmm. He has more than one record, but go ahead.
No, he does. Like he has Candy Shop and She's Chevy with the Butterfly Does and a bunch of stuff. But let's just say It's Going Down is his ubiquitous record or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say a lot of companies now want to sync the record. They want to use the record in film and stuff because it's so known and because of the nostalgia of the time. Mm-hmm. Do you think these artists, it crosses their mind like, oh shit, if I had really pushed to have other records during that time that had this nostalgia attached to it, I could be getting X amount more checks just because I have more from them to pull from. Because a lot of these commercials now, like I'm hearing Ludacris roll out in like insurance commercials, and they're specifically tailoring to the 2000s era of songs that people remember from that time when you were younger, and then you're older now, and now you have a connection to it. So I wonder if it's like, oh, they're kicking themselves in the foot. Like, yo, if I just pushed and got 2 more songs, 3 more songs that were like,
these people were recording. Let's be fair to them. Every one-hit wonder that we know of had an album out. It's just that the records didn't hit, or they didn't try,
or the labels didn't push.
Only Trinidad.
Or the labels didn't push the buttons on the other records that were going, or they only pushed it in one region. You have to remember, we only get to see the records that blew because of the work that they did behind the scenes. I know to us it seems organic, but there's a lot of legwork and push work that they're doing behind the scenes that we don't get to see. So I just wonder, every time I see that, I'm just like, I wonder some of these guys are like, yo, we should have really just put our foot and really, or, got themselves out of deals or situation where, where they get stopped. But
I just wish, because I've never, ever in my life lived in that place ever where I'm creating something artistically and I know it's going to hit somebody. Like, if what do you mean? Like at a Justin Bieber level, Justin Bieber puts out a whole album. Every single song on that album he knows has an audience. That's enough that it can pay him.
At what point in Justin Bieber's
there's no hidden gems on a Justin Bieber record to him. Like Justin Bieber's gonna go everywhere in the world. Yes, they're gonna have the singles that we all love.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a single album Justin Bieber has put out, maybe the past 2, I'll say at least the past 2, where he won't see one of his supporters pick a song that another one didn't. And he'll be like, yo, this whole love gets love from people. This whole album gets love from people.
But you know what's so funny?
I put out stuff before and people be talking, like I put out stuff before that has like maybe like 8, 9 records on it.
Yeah.
And when people talk to me about the records, they're talking about the same 4.
Yes.
The other 5 were kind of like, yeah, that was cool. But man, that one up there though.
Right.
I wonder what it's like. Maybe you've had this experience, but I would wonder what it's like to be able to put out the whole body of work and people rocking with the whole body of work.
I don't think any artist truly feels that way.
Michael Jackson Thriller.
No. Okay. Maybe, but okay.
No, but he made it as simple as saying even if one person did. So of course a Justin Bieber, if his fan base is 10 million.
Yes.
Or
right.
No, but
to scale. I know to scale. Okay.
To scale.
Remember we were watching the Russ interview? What was he saying? Wasn't he saying that he feels like he described what he feels like when a song goes, like, and Russ is, you know who Russ is, right?
Yeah.
In his mind,
independent king.
A song that is a hit or that goes for him is a song that sells
10 million. I think it was something like that.
10 million? No, 500 gold.
Okay,
he said
gold.
500,000.
500,000. Yeah, 500,000 means
he says that song is a hit if it sold 500,000. Yeah. But there's been stuff on his album where he didn't have hits on there, even though it's like hundreds of thousands or even millions of streams. Because now remember, 500,000.
Because he
sales is millions of streams. So maybe 10 million is the stream.
Remember he said to a song, he's like this one, it only had like 10 million.
Yeah.
And then he said, but compared to this one, it has 10 billion.
Right.
So that to me,
scale. Because it means it to him, it's different. To us, a song
and
with 10 million is out of here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Or to other artists, even it's out of here. But to him, you know what I mean? So it's interesting because for that, I would love to know if Justin Bieber feels that way of what you're saying, where every song goes.
But guess what? It don't matter how he feels. It's a fact.
No. But facts.
No. It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
It's a fact.
It's like when you put out a project, are there ever records on a project you're like, I don't know if they're like this one. I don't know if they're gonna get this one.
Of course.
I think that's true.
Okay, and
I don't think. But
do you
think,
do you think Justin Bieber still has that moment?
No,
I don't think they're gonna get this one. Justin Bieber puts out he's like all 10.
That's if he. Go. That's if he says.
There's 2 different versions.
But that's what I'm just saying. If Bieber's when he says they, he means the collective mass of my fans.
Yeah,
he might say that. But I'm telling Bieber, out of his 20 songs on there, I can guarantee you, there's not one song that one of his fans is not love. He might have
and express. I love this.
Yeah, I love this song. And
Justin Bieber will hear this is my favorite song about every song on his album from at least 100 people.
But because we are anybody who's our level or lower or whatever that doesn't have thousands upon thousands of millions of supporters, we'll know a song on our list that we're like we don't hear anybody say anything about,
but we love.
but we love.
Right.
But no one's ever. They bring up the other ones, and then you're like, yeah, I know a lot of y'all. But
I imagine that's how the one hit wonders feel.
So
I imagine there are some one hit wonders who are like, I'm happy I like this one, but I got another one on this album that
it's
like,
clear
y'all didn't get that one.
Because when you look on one hit wonder streaming, even if they did it 20 years ago or whatever, or 30 or 40 years ago, you'll see the one hit wonder song, the streams versus what
everybody else.
But then some
and it drips away. People got like, for example, unpopular opinion.
Yeah,
I like Let's Go Get This Paper more than Throw Some D's on it.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
But that's a cult record.
Okay,
but like, everybody would say Throw Some D's on It is his best record. I would assume if I walked into a room and said, "Yo, Let's Go Get This Paper" is what I love from this. But guess what song is that?
Because that's his most known record.
That doesn't count then. Yeah. They don't even know the record. You got to ask someone who knows both.
I'm talking about him in terms of what he's talking about, his boy Pooh Bear. I'm telling you, he loves that song.
I hate you so much.
I'm telling you, he loves that song.
Yo. But you just made an example. The person that you're saying doesn't know about that song. But if you were to ask us who know that song, we're gonna say, no, that song, that's it.
Okay, for context, Throw Some D's has 65 million.
Okay.
Let's Get This Paper has, what would you guys say if you had to guess?
65. I'm gonna say it's at least half.
What, Let's Get This Paper has half? I remember this is streaming. This doesn't count for album sales.
I'm going to say he's at 35.
35 for Let's Get This Paper?
Yeah.
And
10.
2 million. 2.1.
See, and to me, that's a crime.
But it never came out during the streaming
It did not come out during the streaming era.
And
but people went back to listen to Throw Some D's.
Because that's the song that was pushed. That song wasn't a single. You're talking about a song that wasn't even a single
for it. Like,
that's not a single. If they put out a bunch of other records, that was an album cut. And was that the last song?
Yes,
that was an outro.
and to be for an argument, his career didn't progress after this album. So this is it lives and dies in these, and that's another label.
Yeah,
situation.
but we say the same thing with Designer. So we know Panda for Designer. Don't we know?
Okay, let's look at Designer.
Don't we know Timmy Turner? And is he the Hannah Montana record? Is that him?
No.
That is the Migos. Okay. So for example,
that is not do not take away their record.
No, I'm trying to give something.
Okay, so let me look at new English.
Timmy Turner. That was him, right?
Yes. Okay, so Designer Panda has 1.3 billion.
Yeah, also
Timmy Turner. That helped it. But 1.3 billion. Timmy Turner is 434 million.
That's amazing.
That's pretty. Yeah, then he has a champion song at 323
We're already
million.
falling off when you say he has a champion song. It means you can't remember
champion. No, they pushed this one. No, I'll play it.
Champion song?
Yes. They were playing this on
like Bohemian Rhapsody?
This is the fucking one on Kanye's album with Gucci and everybody.
Oh yeah, come on. You remember that's Kanye numbers. That's
that's Yeah. But that's
I tried to take Kanye's record too.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, so on the one hit wonder scale, there was this thing that went viral.
Yeah,
I always like to talk about this thing that went viral.
I know, and I never see what it is.
Yeah, this guy had randomly just woke up one morning and said, "Yo, songs from movies used to go like absolutely crazy. Like there was
that's what he means.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I understand. Okay, that
you understand?
He's right. Yeah, no, so far I don't know everything else you're saying. But
Lion King has sued him. Lion King has sued him. Elton John put 2 slaps on Lion King for no reason.
Lion King.
It's insane.
I want to see what's on the list. But isn't Lion King Circle of Life and
and Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Oh my!
For a movie.
Wait, you know what? I think that
waiting to excel.
Oh, so you're just talking about what's his name?
Babyface.
Babyface alone.
That 90s sort of black superstar. There's a term for that type of film. I can't remember right now.
He's making the songs for that. What about the Batman one? Kids from the that's for that.
Not for Batman.
But no, yes, we talked about it.
Yeah, remember it went away and then they took it and put it.
No, but I can't give that to Batman.
Yeah, you can't. It was failing.
But it existed before.
Oh my god!
He didn't make the song. It's not like he saw the film and said, "I'm making the song."
But nobody.
For example, can I give you an example of a song that was made for a movie?
Yes. Let me see if it's heavy.
Iris, Goo Goo Dolls was made for.
Wait. Is it a Batman movie? Was it a Batman movie?
Wait, what's Iris?
It was made for Angels.
In the outfield?
No.
What's
City of Angels with Nicolas Cage, Meg Ryan when she dies at the end? And he gives up the love of his life to be with her.
I never seen this movie.
It's City of Angels?
I think so. Let me see.
What fucking movie is this?
Was written and released for the 1998 drama City of Angels with Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage.
I don't know this song.
You don't know Iris Goo Goo Dolls?
Hold on. No, don't worry.
I don't know titles, man. I told you guys this already.
Yeah, so literally written for City of Angels and maybe my my favorite top 5 song of all time.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, I swear we talked about that song here.
We did.
Hold
we
on.
talked about it. He's gonna hear it. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, we did talk about this.
Hold on. Let me get.
It's one of the greatest songs you've ever heard in your life.
Let me get rid of the commercials. Okay.
It's one of the greatest songs you've ever heard in your life.
Don't give me a commercial for Burger King. Hold on. Yeah, this is where you got to get IG. Atlas YouTube. No, it's
what's the song, man?
No, it's right here. Here we go.
Sent it to you.
Here we go.
You sent it to me?
I said it to you.
No,
Yeah.
you sing. You sung it?
Iris Google Docs should be all you need to hear.
I don't know titles.
Listen.
Yeah.
You know
See?
it already.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was for that movie.
Exactly.
No. Oh, so wait. So is this list about I know that the song's for a movie or that I don't know?
This was a song written for a movie, and oh my god, why was it so good for a movie soundtrack?
Yeah, we know. Okay, but I didn't know this was. I didn't know this was for a movie.
And that's what I'm saying.
I've never seen this.
Have the song under the list.
I'm gonna just run off some random. Well, this is the list can't be thrown out. These are This is the realities.
Thank God for what's her name? For I know we're talking about old movies back in the day. I understand that, but thank God for Barbie. What's Barbie?
Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj.
Man.
If I was a human, what's it?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
What was I made for?
What I was made for? Have you heard this song?
Yeah.
Why is this?
Right.
That sounds like a gospel record. I don't know.
Well, let's not do that to gospel music. She sounds.
Wait.
Sounds like a ballad.
We'll get.
No, it sounds like gospel. It sounds like a gospel.
Yeah. No.
record.
Okay.
It sounds like a hill song. There's like, what was I made for?
Trying to find your purpose in the world. Oh my God! Look! No, forget it. No, it's.
I don't like when you people do this.
No, it's okay.
What have I done? I'm active listening and nodding in approval.
No. You're trying to say no. This is not a gospel because it's not praising the Lord, nigga. It's not praising anybody.
But by definition, that's the answer.
But I'm talking about the sonic.
So you know the
ability of the record.
Is gospel a sound or a message?
We're not doing the gospel.
And there we go again. And that's the problem with y'all.
I'm asking a question.
That is the issue.
I can't ask a question?
Yo, if the song sucks, I don't care if it's gospel. It still sucks. That's the problem with y'all, yo. I hate when niggas do that. Yo, your song is gospol and it sucks.
But it's uplifting the Lord, so it gets to sound good.
There are some gospel songs that the musical
was left lacking. Look, it sucks. Okay? Not everybody that wrote a song in the Bible times made it into the Bible. Okay, Songs of Solomon did. I didn't say all these other niggas did that.
We're gonna return to the gospel talk in a bit, but let's go through some of these. Okay, so here's some songs that you should probably know. Okay. Aaliyah, Try Again.
Yep,
that's for Romeo Must Die.
Yep.
I
didn't know that. I thought it was just a song that I didn't know.
They said it was specifically reworked for the film after, because she worked on the soundtrack before she even shot the movie, and then Jen saw parts of it and reworked it. Yeah. Public Enemy, Fight the Power. I did not know that. That was for Do the Right Thing.
Oh my
Spike
God!
Lee.
Yeah,
that was for Do the Right. Oh my!
Yeah,
God. I didn't know that. See how much to know? See how do you know when it's a song that sunk for it? Or I wrote it for it.
Well, okay, so sunk would mean the song would have to be complete.
Like I already own this song.
Yes, the song would have to be complete. They knock on your door and say, "Hey, we want to use this for our movie."
Like Joe Budden's "Pump It Up."
Correct.
That song is his, served, right? But it was for no. It went to the Fast and the Furious soundtrack.
Was that first?
Yeah, that's where it made all the. That's what it made all the. No, it happened in the movie. No, it happened in the movie. Yes, but that was where people.
Fast and Furious were
Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Another one, Eminem, "Lose Yourself" for 8 Mile, which I didn't clock. I didn't realize.
I think that's fair.
But
it's his movie.
The argument is it's his movie, so that's a little bit more.
Yeah, that was not. That's cheating.
So here, okay, obviously, and the King, and this is actually where it started.
T.I.'s.
The Will Smith run. Will Smith doing all his movies, him singing the soundtrack.
Oh yeah. He's
Wild Wild West, Men in Black,
and that's it.
And you know what
else
they said?
Did he do?
But those were 2 big films. You know what they said? They said the reason why, because you know how Will Smith keeps turning down films? They said the reason why he turned down Matrix is because they would have let him make a song for it. All right. He's like, you know what? I can't do the soundtrack. All right, then you know what? I'm going to go and
He said he didn't understand something.
Right. Aaliyah loves soundtrack movies. Are you that somebody?
For what? Dr. Doolittle?
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. And I didn't even say that right.
It was specifically for that. Okay. See, Aaliyah loves this shit. Back in One Piece with DMX.
Oh my God, Romeo must die. But no, I knew that one. Yes. She been.
All right, done.
Yeah.
And she's an actress.
This one you guys should know.
I like
this. So fuck you too.
Yeah, Jay-Z. Can I get a what? That's for Blue Streak, right? Oh no, not Blue Streak.
Rush Hour. Okay.
But he had one for Blue Streak though.
He wrote that for Rush Hour?
It was Okay, so here's what it says. It said it was.
Let's make sure we don't just give that one away.
But either
Jay
way,
don't seem like the dude you could tap on the shoulder and say, "Yo, do this for my movie," especially in those years. Maybe.
Are you sure? Because here's how the movie things worked back then.
Because Jay-Z wrote a lot for other people too. Remember?
Here's the thing you have to consider. Back then, the budget was so
and Jay-Z's taking that money.
And for example, before we
he might not take it now, but he was taking that money.
And before we even go on the rest of the list, think
about
for
16.
Exactly. But before I go to the rest of the list, obviously one of the big ones is the Take Me There, I Want to Go There with Maya and those guys.
Rascals.
She said
Rascals. That's of course.
They paid. This is her first time being on a big music video shoot because you know how they were all like small.
Yeah.
They said they created that entire space and she's millions and millions and millions. And they said, yo, don't even worry about how much it cost. They just kept running up the budget to make exactly. So that's different. So if you're going to get that budget, of course you're going to do it.
Yeah, fair
yo, the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
Yeah. What?
Case and Foxy Brown, Touch Me, Tease Me. They had.
So are these considered we made for the movie, or they just took them for the soundtrack?
Can't exist anywhere else until after the movie comes out for me to put
exactly. But
fine.
But
it has to have debuted on the movie soundtrack for me.
And here's where you'll know.
And that's the trick with this Joe Budden one, because that's not why it's not fair. He wrote it for himself. The Fast Furious put it up.
Did he have it out before it was on the movie soundtrack, or they found it in like the label?
It went out on the Fast and Furious soundtrack before going on his album, but he already made it his as a single to come out.
He'll still get it to count. That's just smart business. I wish he got better paid for it though.
Because what you have to consider when you go and watch.
But I think Joe even said that it was like his Jersey party where I don't think he thought it would go like that. He couldn't believe it was happening.
Well, I thought.
Do you think he thought it would go? Did he say I knew? I
think he thought he. It's a good question.
I think he said he thought it was something.
Okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I think he did.
Okay, so we'll
leave the beat. He said he didn't care what was God
was going to be said. Yeah,
someone was gonna.
Because remember, if you look at a lot of these videos, you'll see the movie in them, so you'll know that this was. You'll know that this was commissioned.
Like that's what I missed.
That's what they're talking about.
That's what Billie Eilish. I think Billie Eilish
has to have one on here, or no?
Yeah, maybe, but we'll get there. Okay, Space Jam. This is one of the other. I believe I Can Fly was made for Space Jam.
I do, but we can't talk about him.
We're talking about it. Yo,
World's Greatest for the Ali movie as well, written by the same guy.
And as a side note, his video was going viral for I wish that I can hold you now. Oh, no. Yo, that's I hate him.
Wait, what song
much.
Is that? I mean, what album is that for again? I mean,
what? Robert?
But you asking what?
It's not for a movie, was it?
No, that's just a side note.
Oh, okay.
It's so unfortunate.
Are you at the point where you're ready to admit he was trapping young girls?
Wait. He was.
Who said that he was?
Wait. No, he was. That's why. Because
what do you mean ready to admit?
I rewatched the interview the other day and he gave such a convincing performance.
Oh, by the way,
I forgot that he was really guilty. I thought he was guilty on like
yes, like I didn't like a whodunit.
You thought he was a good actor?
No, I thought he might have done something, but I didn't realize he was guilty of everything they said.
Yes.
Like you realized he was guilty of everything they said?
Yes.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there was
bro, I was watching the Gil King interview and he's like, I don't even know how to hog-tie nobody. And I'm like, this guy hog-tied people.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was
so another one. So the Seal one that was really is Fly Like an Eagle. That was one that was specifically for Space Jam. If you want to
fly like an eagle.
Yes. Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Man, Seal. I hope his royalty checks are better. I hope his business is
right. Exactly.
Because he has enough records that he should be set for life.
Yeah. As you guys know, Prince did the entire soundtrack for that Batman, for the 1989 Batman. Gotham City. Yeah, R. Kelly. Again.
Oh yeah, he was
for Batman.
That's a question. Was Purple Rain written
for Purple Rain?
For the Purple Rain movie.
Was that where it's from?
I believe that is
that is the number one.
That would be the one. Yeah, right. Okay.
Seal's net worth here according to here is like 40 up.
Right.
So he's good.
You guys obviously know. Let's do it for fun. Bad Boys. Murphy Lee.
That was 100% for that movie. Yeah. Bad boys coming. Can't stop now. Within the bad boys coming.
And of course,
Nelly's wasn't part of Bad Boys, so yes, he wrote it for the movie. He wasn't part of it. He had nothing to do with that.
Right. And as you guys know, Whitney Houston.
Oh, come on.
I Have Nothing. Run to You.
Is that
the bodyguard? Yeah. 100%. Because
Waiting to Exhale. Yeah, well, we.
We did. Yeah, that's exactly
all everything. All Babyface for the movie.
Okay, here's
just give me the script
one.
of the movie, and he wrote all those.
So here's the biggest one. You got because I know you guys were.
I think that's what it seems like.
Babyface wrote "I Will Run to You."
Whatever songs is on Waiting to Exhale, he wrote all of them.
Yeah, no. I Run to You is Bodyguard. Yeah.
Yeah, who wrote it?
Oh, you just want to know who wrote it just for shits giggles?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Watch it. Don't just say, it can't be Babyface. It can't be Babyface. Of course, it could be Babyface.
You talking about Run to You, right? That is.
You are the one talking about it.
Well, David Foster produced it,
of course.
Judd Friedman and Alan Rich.
Alan Rich. I feel like I know that name. I think I've seen it many times.
No, the biggest one besides
Purple Rain,
Armageddon.
Aerosmith,
and I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh yeah, Armageddon.
Don't want to close my eyes.
Oh man, what a movie!
That was written for the movie 100%. You know that song, Trivelle, right? Mm-hmm. And then, but the biggest one,
I'm gonna tell that guy if you don't pay attention.
But the biggest one, is this. Near.
Oh yeah, come on, Celine.
There you
fucking
go.
Dion, Titanic.
Yes. Yeah. It's a song.
Heavy hitters there.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why that guy said, "Yo, movie they suck."
We have a couple heavy hitters.
Because why won't all the niggas that are in the game make a song for these movies? Like Drake, Cole, all these guys. Why don't they? How come no one's writing these movies for them?
Yeah, exactly.
But they don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and of course you guys know "See You Again," Wiz Khalifa, Charlie Puth. That was directly for Fast and That's one of the more modern ones.
That's what I'm saying. That one and Billy. Those are the two I know for a fact. I'm not gonna count any that are from a musical that pop, right? Because I know Ariana Grande and Cynthia, they must have something from that movie.
They had a but sure. But once again, it speaks to the culture of today where the songs you know what I didn't know. I know you guys don't know Bone Thugs like that, but I didn't know. This is my favorite song of them. Days of Our Lives.
It's from
yeah.
It's for what movie?
Hold on. These are the days of our lives. You know what it's from? Let me show you. Because this one is not going to show the it's not going to show the things yet.
How come as a DJ ever like mix this song
with the real I have
all the tender love you're giving
to me, yeah. And here we go again. So this is
no one's done those three.
This is from Set It Off.
Wait, that was from Set It Up? Like they made it for Set It Up?
Yes. And the reason why because when I tried to find what album this was on, I couldn't find it. I'm like, why is this on both of them?
All right, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. Tyler Perry,
all right,
Taylor Sheridan.
What's happening?
Ryan Coogler.
Why did Set It Off make
Christopher Nolan?
Christopher Nolan.
Are you just getting these guys to get better music?
I want all you guys to hit me up. I will write a song for the movie or project. Just let me know, please. I want to be a part of this list. This list is incredible.
It's actually. I mean,
we're the closest thing. Remember, we made a song for DoorDash.
For the DoorDash,
because that wasn't a song. It wasn't a song that was created. We made it for that. Right. So I want
that opportunity again.
Give me a script so I can read it and then write a song to it, please.
The other big one, the last two big ones in hip hop, is "It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp" and "Whoop That Trick."
But I don't count those because
the movie is based on music.
That story is for the movie. Whether there was a soundtrack or not, that's in the movie because it's the script.
"Whoop That Trick."
The script.
Not "Hard Out Here for a Pimp."
"Hard Out Here for a Pimp." They didn't make that song in the movie?
No, "Whoop That Trick" they made in the movie.
Time out.
"Hard Out Here for a Pimp" they made in the movie.
Wait, they made "Hard Out Here for a Pimp" in the movie?
Yes, that was his other song.
Like you mean it, and he turned off the fan.
Yeah.
How many songs did they make in the movie?
They made a lot. That's why he.
You ain't know that. You remember that scene?
Yeah, it's a script. It's in this movie.
Right.
You ain't know that.
My bad. Yeah, I forgot.
Remember, he grabbed you, sing that shit from your soul.
Yes. Okay.
Sweating.
No, you're right. My bad. No. I messed that up. No, you're absolutely right. But yeah, they
you got to do that, man. You got to bring back artists making songs for the movies, yo. Enough.
Because they're not opening
all these big movies.
You know what I want to say though? The Oscars are so fraudulent. Remember when they were acting like? Because at the time my mom was very strict, so I wasn't allowed to watch Hustle and Flow. So when I was seeing Hustle and Flow, and the Oscars, a film, but don't laugh, a film about a man fighting for his musical dream, beset by the circumstances of his life, trying to escape a life of crime. Tonight's nominees include Hustle and Flow. And I was like, oh my God, they must be cooking in this film. It must be undercutting
Yes.
Like the concept. Like there's so much going on. Bro, I was an hour in. I said, when does the subversion start? Because this is just a hood ass film.
No, it's a great film.
Yeah?
All right, it's not a great film then.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
No, I just said it's a great film.
He beats up Ludacris in a bathroom. Like I remember thinking like, this is Oscar nominated. Like, he beats up Ludacris in the bathroom. And he goes, hey man, tell me you accidentally dropped this tape. First of all, how cartoonish is it? I gave you my mixtape. You literally just threw that in the toilet, bro. You didn't even go home.
That's crazy.
You didn't throw it out. And now I'm in the toilet with you. You're hammered for some reason, drunk out of your mind. Hey man, Sonny, man, tell me you didn't mean to drop this tape. And instead of me just being like, oh no, my bad.
He doubled down.
Drop that tape.
Yeah, that was rude. That was fucking. I was offended. Like, what's wrong with Ludacris?
But there is some great acting in that film.
There's great acting in it.
Amazing.
A lot of them kill that shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I still understand it. Tell me you're the boss. I'm the boss. I want to hear my shit on the radio. Say it again. I'm the boss.
Yeah, she's a good manager.
She's
great. Better than anyone I've seen.
Hustle and flow. Matter of fact, I might have to watch it.
I was about to say I might have to watch that.
Yeah.
Except
speaking of
I'm not
songs and stuff, we just talked about. Speaking of songs,
I gotta watch Lanterns, but go ahead.
Right. Speaking of songs and stuff, yo, what happened to the rap features on like R&B records, but pop records too? Like
Nicki Minaj retired.
Yo.
Wait a minute. She was one that did a lot of
Trivelle, time out.
No,
she was the cheat code. She was the even more of the cheat code of than like
it'd be like
Drake
featuring Nicki Minaj.
She has records with Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, Ariana. Nicki Minaj was the cheat. She was the one who made it cool. She did songs with David Guetta. That's my answer. I've thought about this since we talked about it.
Oh no, you're right. She's a top 3 on this list.
One of the last of those Mohicans of that transition.
I feel like she has records with Beyonce.
She does.
Yeah, but
does Nicki have a record with Rihanna?
No, but they were close at one point. Okay. I don't know if they ended up doing, but yeah, like it's because that used to be a staple, and I don't know if it's the whole thing about like the decentralization of music and how we don't live in a monolith anymore. It's like different pockets now.
Well, I also don't think that hip hop is the cheat code it used to be.
I don't know if that's.
It used to be put some rap on your joint. You're selling an extra couple of records,
which definitely worked for the R&B in the 90s.
Now it's house. Now look at a bit of electronic on yourself.
Side to side, Rihanna featuring Nicki Minaj, Bang Bang, Jessie J, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Flawless remix, Beyonce featuring Nicki Minaj, Beauty and a Beat, Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj,
yes.
Swalla, Jason Derulo featuring Nicki
my
Minaj.
God,
Woman Like Me, Little Mix featuring.
Oh my God, she had a song with the little Asian.
I don't know. Little Mix.
Yeah, the Asian
and then, of
girls.
course, the rap records, right? Like Bottoms
Up. She was one of the big ones. She was one of the ones holding it in that transition period.
When I think of like pop rapper, I really do think Nicki.
But remember, we're not necessarily talking about pop rapper.
Like in terms of a rapper that I'm expecting to hear on a pop record. Because not a pop rapper.
Because pop rapper
Nicki got bars, my bad.
Right. No, but pop rapper, because what they would say would be like Flow Rider, maybe, for example.
Because Nicki be shooting at people, bro.
On these records, yes, exactly. And I think that's where the difference is. Yeah, she was one of the big ones of the 2010s. And the other thing is,
because Cardi tries to do it, but they tried to do it a Bruno Mars thing, and I don't think that went the way they thought it would.
Well, no, it did. Well,
the Please Me record,
not the Please Me, the other one. When I'm mugging with you, blame it on my innocence.
Speaking of gospel, she was on the gospel feature too.
What's the song called?
Tasha Cobbs.
Yeah, Tasha Cobbs. Yeah.
That's how I know you got to go back.
Yo. Finesse. Oh my God.
I know.
Talking about finesse. Like you guys are here. Like it's a big record. And what the? Cardi B did do the Maroon 5 girls like you. But
that's my point. Is this a woman? Is it a woman rapper thing then? Because we just talked about 2 female rappers.
So the last one of the men was, I think, Dua Lipa and DaBaby when he went on the remix of Levitating. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was shortly before he said the stuff on stage. And the reason why I know is because that was on Billboard. It was doing great. And then that thing happened. What happened to that song, guys? No, it disappeared. Like they just removed it. Like they removed it from everything after he said those things. And I think that was because I know because the Taylor Swift Kendrick Lamar one, that was before Levitating, I believe. I think that was Bad Blood. I think that was before. But that the baby, that might have been their last final straw. We're like, you know what?
It's not working.
These niggers, this is not good. B.O.B.
Yeah.
Yo,
They
Nicki
said,
gave one of her
with no official. They said Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne are with Nicki Minaj are the top rappers featured on.
That's what they're saying. They're saying, where is the little
sense considering those artists?
And where are the Lil Waynes of now doing those pop records? Like, why isn't like Lil Wayne on like an Olivia Dean record or who else, or Billie Eilish?
Like he'll be on like a feature of like a Indian artist and German artist and all that type of shit. So it's those guys. Yeah, people don't do that no more.
No, and that's another lost art. But
this goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning. I imagine the business around it isn't as lucrative, which is why they're like, I'm not doing this.
Because also,
I do think there was a world. We had this conversation where how many records just had a rapper thrown on it, and I think that's because rap used to be a money cheat code. You want to sell more albums? Let's get this guy to spit a couple bars on your joint, even if it doesn't fit. And I think that stopped making money sense. So then people started to put their foot down artistically and say, I don't want that.
I think it might be an artist segmentation thing more. Like I feel like these people live in these silos of fandoms where someone could be.
Think about the names we just said to you. Snoop Dogg, global.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, global. Nicki, global.
But
how many of these rappers are global?
I'm also talking about the global artist who's able to do, like, Ed Sheeran has a remix to.
He's a global artist.
But that's my point. He's the singer who then brought on Tion Wayne and other guys to do a remix to his record. He had to clear that. And he was in the video. He was clearly with it. Yeah. I think it also takes the larger artist to say, yo, I'm down to hear a bit of hip hop. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how many global?
You're saying
that's my point. Ed Sheeran, I think, is down to hear a bit of hip hop. I think he was probably like, yo, this is fire.
He loves 50
I don't think there's many artists that are at a level to pull the strings.
All those niggas want Drake, and Drake is not a
rapper.
That's what it is.
I think Drake is at a point in his career, he's not messing with you unless you're really his dog.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
He's not doing no more industry friendships.
That's what I'm saying. He would be the one that I'm sure that a lot of them want Drake on their record right now today.
Like the lady, what's her name?
He hasn't dropped his album.
The Spanish lady, the Spanish girl. What's her name?
Oh yeah, he just got her. I mean, she got him.
Carol G.
See, so
no, was it Carol G? No.
Yes, isn't that Carol G?
Was it Carol G?
Hold on,
it wasn't Carol G.
So who was it?
Some other Latina.
Started with a K though, didn't it?
No, it is Carol. It is Carol G. Yo, believe in yourself. It's Carol G, man.
That doesn't believe in us.
Believe in yourself. Okay.
Yeah. So she got one. See.
Yeah.
But that's a relationship thing, like you said.
Yeah. Oh, he loves her.
He loves her. Because he loves her. If he goes to your show and watch you just perform, then he loves her. He's taking his time out of his day to take security to go watch your show. You know
let's end off this music segment with this. This artist,
Drake loves her more than Trivelle loves me. It's a fact.
Drake loves. What? Wait. I have to do the math and the science.
Drake loves Karol G more than Trivelle loves me. Yeah.
I see. You're trying to make it rhyme. Okay.
I haven't seen him walk in and come watch my show perform. I haven't seen it. Just putting it out there. That's what it is. I mean, we talking true. That's what it is.
Okay. So before we end the music section, there's this artist named Ravyn Lenae.
Daniels. Oh, what? Sorry, I thought we were saying Ray Daniels. Go ahead. No, do that thing.
Wait, yeah, okay, no, because that confused me. She's a black pop predominantly artist that does R&B adjacent things. Yes, she was talking about how she feels like how R&B is set up for now, where she doesn't feel like she feels like it's too restrictive for and black artists keep getting put into this R&B box. Now listen to what she said.
How come I don't hear it in here?
That's why, I try to reject all of it in a way because I don't think that's fair. You know, like there are R&B artists who do pure R&B. That's great, and it should be labeled as such. You know, and then there's black artists who are doing pure pop, and it should be labeled as such. Yeah. And to me, that's not a rejection of anything. I understand why black listeners get really defensive and protective over the genre and over who exists in it and what makes R&B R&B. You know, I completely understand it, and I completely understand just the historical trajectory of it and how much we've worked so hard to not be policed. You know, with that freedom and with those black artists who've come before us, they really did work so hard so that we don't have to live in one box. You know, and I think it's a disservice to just black culture and black art as a whole for us not to be able to just fly free.
So this quote.
She's an R&B or pop R&B. Like
she's. I think she's predominantly. I think she identifies as pop. And what was happening was there's two things that were going on. A lot of people were hammering her in the comments because they feel like they don't like. She is basically what they're surmising from what she's saying is that R&B as a genre is something that is limiting for Black artists. So when they put the R&B moniker on Black artists, it limits what they're able to do creatively versus like pop, for example. Because if you're pop, then it's like they put different white people in it, and it's more expansive, and you're able to do what you want. What the issue is people, because that has been a running thing, right? But people are starting to realize that if you go back in history and you really look at it, R&B, if you look at all the stuff that Stevie Wonder and all these people in the 60s and 70s were doing, that was all considered R&B, and they were not limited in any sense of the word. So the limit is being put on you by your own thought of what you think R&B. Because people, when people think, yes, because
or
when
is
people
it
think
the industry? Is it the power players, the radio, these people that are in charge of the charts? That
of course, that's
today
part of it,
who are now, an artist makes a record and they think, well, this is a. They're having the same conversation with Afrobeats.
No, 100%.
Right? It's the same conversation where any artist that seems African or is from Africa, they call
the
Afrobeat.
genre, yes.
Yet they are not making Afrobeat in terms of
the music style, the musical stylings. Yeah.
So there's somebody, I don't remember who said it.
Yeah.
But Afrobeat, he said Afrobeat should be labeled kind of like how hip hop is. It's like Afrobeat is the culture. It's not the genre of the music.
Right.
Just like we were told for the longest time, pop is not technically not a genre of music either.
Yeah.
But we get, this is pop. What everybody wants is they're asking for freedom, or to not be put in a box where when they're writing these records or they're creating these records, they don't feel like that record is isolated to this one piece of genre, R&B. And they know that R&B traditionally, or at least in the last while, like you said,
that's the question.
In the last long while, since these giants are the elder statesmen, they've now put them they put R&B in this tinier box. They get less airtime. They get less highlights. Album award. Music award shows. They get it's just put into a smaller box.
Right, but I think the problem is, and we'll get to the next stuff after this, but I think the problem is that people, yes, the industry is saying what they're saying because they're looking at R&B as Black, and historically that is what it started off as when it first started. In terms of that was their way to put Black people to the side. But in those times, in those 60s and 70s and 80s, Black people said, yeah, we're going to take this and we're going to change what it means by continuing to push it forward. The problem that people are having is that they think when it comes to R&B that they're talking about the Bryson Tiller, Drake, Chris Brown style music, and that's it. And anything else is something different. So they think that if you make music that has soul and that is playing on the roots, live instrumentation, it's automatically not called R&B because it's not. It doesn't fit in those things. But that's not the case. You have to stand behind what the genre is. If you truly believe that the genre of music you're making is R&B, which I think it is. There's a lot of great.
But there's supposed to be subgenres in this. Why?
There's supposed to be subgenres. Of course, there's soul. There's soul. There's neo soul. There's
right, and
there's
but neo soul was more,
and then there's trap soul, and then there's
neo soul was more accepted, I guess, back then in terms of artists allowing themselves to be labeled as neo soul.
Oh, they didn't even like.
I know, but then they eventually they did. But the things, they weren't like, oh, I'm an R&B artist, I'm not neo soul. Did they run around and say that?
So so some of the subgenres will be doo-wop, soul, funk, contemporary R&B, new jack swing, neo soul. Like those would all be under.
And most of them don't happen today.
Well, I would say well, and that's what they're feeling like. There's like a stagnancy where they're not able to expand it. So they're like, I'd rather be called pop. Like that Ray album. That was a lot that I talked about here. That was a lot of that was R&B. A lot of that was R&B and
but they consider her R&B.
And that's the thing.
They don't.
That's the girl that Michael B. Jordan went on a date with. Yeah,
he said
yes.
But they said he didn't.
wait.
I mean, I heard that they said they put out a report that said they were just friends hanging out.
What's he gonna say?
That we went on a date. Why can't he just no? I went on a date. I went on a date with.
Yeah.
Why can't nigga? Yo, you caught me. I went on a date.
Oh, then there's also alternative R&B, which is like Frank Ocean and Weeknd and all that stuff. But they're cooking her. But these people are also not
who's
reading
cooking her?
The internet at large. People
I was wondering
quoting.
where you go online. Seems so angry about it.
Nice.
Somebody's always getting cooked.
Yo, she's getting cooked.
Always getting roasted.
Because they're saying she doesn't know what she's talking about. They're also
running rampant on your
They're also saying because I think her background is not like that whole FBA.
I just said the thing about racist.
Yeah, that's your
timeline's littered with things that are bad for you.
Yeah, they're just wow. She's performing here October 5th. But yeah,
your timeline is littered with things that are not good for you.
I mean, no. I mean, hey, someone's got to get to the.
Because he's saying, why is it all negative? Why are people killing people on your timeline all day of their thoughts?
Did you guys see the thing on Twitter where they murdered that? No.
We did.
I didn't. I just saw Son.
You see the thing on Twitter? The guy just live tweeted assassinating 7 people and put it on stream and said it was the corona. Like, no, I never saw that.
That is so funny. I hope they enjoy that.
Stop killing that girl, man. She let everyone have their opinion.
But at the same time, don't feel like R&B is a genre that has boxed you in. If you feel like you make R&B, you don't need to go to pop because you feel like they're going to accept you more. Just stand in the R&B and expand it so that people can follow.
This is a theme. This goes back to the point I was making at the start of the podcast.
Yeah.
Where music and business are in competition. Mm-hmm. But as time has gone on, business is winning. And that's why you're seeing some of these things.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's why you don't see some of the more inventive music that we love because there wasn't a big enough audience for it. To get EBITDA and they said, forget it.
Yeah,
pop is not a genre. Can we
and that's another. But it didn't start as a genre. But
okay, well they need to redefine it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is what pop music is. Put that
they need to.
So the Backstreet Boys were what?
Exactly. That's the
question.
No, but wait.
Backstreet Boys were R&B.
What were Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? R&B.
R&B. Yes, because
they called it pop because they were just popular at the time.
And white.
Huh?
And white.
Yeah. You know there's race based. You just listen.
What are we doing?
Wait, there's no black pop artists?
No, that are accepted by whites.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they start becoming. They call them pop artists.
What's Mariah Carey?
She's an R&B artist.
I'm just doing this. I'm just doing it.
But she became pop.
When she got popular.
When she got popular and accepted by the whites a lot.
You guys know that
that's what it is, man.
You guys know that
Michael Jackson, fucking.
So Michael Jackson was R&B and then he became popular.
He was definitely singing R&B back then.
You guys know
like, what the hell?
You guys do know that New Edition is the reason why.
Yeah, that all those groups exist.
New Edition was created in 78.
New Jack Swing.
And then Maurice Starr used the New Edition formula to create New Kids on the Block as a white teen equivalent. And then in the 90s, Lou Pearlman was a disgraced manager. He created the Backstreet Boys.
Great Netflix documentary about that, by the way. That guy was a fraud.
Shit. There you go. He tried to recreate the massive hysteria of New Kids on the Block and the things from Boys to Men. Like, this was all. So when people say that black people are the
because you guys are gonna tell me that Spice Girls wasn't R&B? You remember that song?
Viva Forever.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Wow. You're giving me something to think about here.
It really would. Listen, I remember learning in university where I took one of those music history courses.
Take that.
And they literally went to pop.
The group from England?
Take that?
Take that, yeah.
Wait, Take That. Sounds familiar. I can't remember. Can you give me a
Take
song?
That or Take 5? What was it?
Can you give me... Wait, yeah. Were they related to Diddy?
Are you talking about S Club 7?
No. S Club. Ain't no party like an S. We gonna show you how.
Hey.
Yo, those kind of they always seem like not real in my head.
Because
like,
they were contrived.
It reminds me of like...
Talking about Take That. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on.
I need a hit.
That sounds familiar, yes.
K-pop took some of this, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever I did, I need it. Well, back to you.
Want you back.
Every Jamaican has heard the remix to this at the barbecue fest.
Can I tell you one thing?
That's probably what it is.
Can you just do me a favor?
What do you
From
need?
now on, from the rest of this show and other shows, stop asking me a title of anything. I don't know titles.
That was Take That. Back for Good.
Back for Good.
But you didn't say Back for Good.
No, I said Take That.
I only know Diddy. Pause.
I'm trying to roll out the intrigue.
Ooh. I like that.
Spicy.
Roll out.
Yeah, they're all R&B.
Yeah, that's
people.
interesting.
They're
So you're
all
saying
R&B until
the pop vehicle is you're popular and white.
No. Accepted by white, because a person could be pop based on acceptance of
because
they call Beyonce pop now.
Well,
yes,
hold on,
but she was not.
But let's even go for when what's his name, Elvis, when he came out, he was doing R&B. Everything he was R&B. But what did they call him?
He learned his whole thing from
church.
They
call him pop because
they
could put.
Roll, to be fair,
they call him rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
They call him rock and roll.
Rock and roll
really
is the infancy. It's so funny because rock and roll is pop is the graduation of what they were acclaiming,
and that's why hip hop became pop, because the popular hip hop artists that were accepted by whites, like, but that's not what it is.
I don't think pop exists today as a sonic.
That's what I'm trying to tell, especially today. Definitely.
But there is a definition that they have out there, and I just want to hear each person's version of what that is.
Oh, what is it?
No, but that's no.
I already told you what it is for me.
No, but it's not. But it is evolved into an actual sonic.
Okay, what is the sonic thing that puts in 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said it doesn't exist, and I really side with that. It doesn't.
Because Coldplay,
I found myself really siding.
Because Coldplay
is just the greatest. I don't want to talk about what they are.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, I was
listening. You can't pigeonhole Coldplay without putting them in anything.
Yo, I was jogging. I was jogging and listening to the scientists.
Yeah.
But you start running faster. Close in.
I
didn't tear my eyes saying, "This is this beautiful fucking music." I'm like, niggas don't write like this. I literally said out loud, "Yo, niggas don't write like this anymore."
A song that's against me going is "Fix You."
Oh yeah.
And the video when he comes out, he's just swinging. I don't know what the light meant. But I remember thinking this is symbolic.
Yeah, no,
There's Fix You was so good. I was at a youth church camp one time, and the guy played Fix You for his closing prayer.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying.
My pastor played it in the middle of the church service, like it was like part of the lesson.
How do you feel about that?
But also, they played Independent.
I think it's fine.
They played Independence Day in youth to tell a story, to tell a Bible story. They played a little clip of Independence Day back in the days when it was like new. You remember? BG Club.
Yeah.
And then it went right into the sermon as to what it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I love when they do that. That's how you relate. That's how you relate
on earthly themes.
I don't agree with what you just said. Where you're going with that? You don't have to pull on anything to do anything.
No, you don't have to.
Wait. He's right. You don't have to pull on anything to do anything. Pause. And
okay, it is prudent. It is prudent to pick modern and current themes.
Don't agree with that either.
I'm talking about the prudence. I'm not talking about the requirement.
What does prudence mean?
Prudence means if you see something modern and you know that people consume it and people are connected to it because the world that you live in, and you can draw parallels to something that is of a greater overarching theme that represents something that is greater than yourselves and the parallels of that teaching, then to show that, it lets people know that those are embedded in things that you can find.
And retconning of existing secular themes, sounds, sonic presentations are two totally different things. Now, granted, I'm a big believer in the scripture verse that says, Paul, for me, all things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. So I don't yuck anybody's yum. If you can do it, do it.
There's a way to do anything.
But if you're doing it and it's hurting your congregation or
that's
hurting
different.
The people that come to church, that's different. That's why I talk about it. I was just curious where you stood on it. I don't like the churches that do entire Christmas productions and are just rejigging the top 40 and saying, but Jesus did it. Like I think that's corny.
Wait. When they do what?
Like when they'll take like
Santa
Claus? They'll take like a popular song and they'll change the words to make it about Christ, right? Like
like
just write a new song. Don't try and live off of like the wave of this very popular.
I prefer
song.
that than the people that use AI to make a church song. I prefer that.
Oh, here we go. This is that's a good segment because I was gonna go somewhere else, but let's go there.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Let's go. Let's talk about
I'd
that.
Rather
you're right. Maybe you have never made a mistake.
That's so funny. That is actually.
You have never been wrong. Damn that Laszlo.
Damn that.
What do you think?
Damn
about,
you and damn Pablo.
What do you think about when these Christian songs are being created?
They're pointing to the Lord.
100% with AI. What do you think about that?
Pointing to the Lord.
What does that mean?
I think the purpose of gospel music is to give people a spiritual assist in their directional focus on heavenly matters. It's pointing to the Lord then.
So
we let pastors get up there and preach and they have terrible lives and we say, but you know what, man, like when they got caught, okay, he's fired, he's out, but we don't throw out all the sermons he preached while he was.
Well, it depends.
I think it depends on the individual. Some individuals will
I'm just saying
cross
that,
some have been thrown out.
No human being is perfect, right? So if we No, like, and this is the thing. I just have a unique feeling on this in terms of how I read the scriptures.
Sure.
There is no perfect person on the face of the planet, but we have entrusted what we consider a perfect gospel to be taught by imperfect people. So by definition, every single pastor, I believe this, has taught on something that they don't do right. Or taught on something that they struggle with. But they're doing it because I'm supposed to teach it.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of them don't admit that.
Well, that's different, but that's another thing. That's
they
forgiveness.
They don't bring
up
up the fact that they have their own flaws.
I agree,
but
this is the parallel I'm running with AI. I'm not a baby out with bathwater type of Christian. If there's merit to it, then we look at it. As a business leader and an owner, I am process over outcome. I believe that how you do things and what you do matters a lot. I'm not saying I don't think that matters at all in church. I just think that because the standard for the gospel is so high, there are measures of imperfection that have been consistent in the church for literally hundreds of years. But the gospel, I still think, has value. So I can't be a Christian that understands the Crusades, where we literally murdered and assassinated a bunch of people, but then still think that the gospel has merit, but people came to Jesus and get in a tizzy about AI gospel. Other than that, I'd have to be very offended by the Crusades when it was literally a holy race war against Muslims.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have to table a conversation about in terms of because, and what I mean is because when you talk about the AI, I mean, there's so many different parts of AI that could be.
I'm really talking about music.
Yeah, no,
but I mean, he's right. There's AI sermons and all this stuff too.
Well,
but prayers, AI prayers.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about
the gospel reigns.
I'm talking about music,
supreme and above everything. Like, but that's my.
And my reason that I have a problem,
the gospel reigns true and supreme above anything. So if you point to the gospel in any way,
right? Well,
you can be used, and I'm
but my problem with that for AI is AI music essentially is stealing from others.
Because it's like taking. How was it doing it? It was taking
it's learned
lines and prayers and just spitting out stuff that's Christian-y?
It's learned from other artists. It's taking their voice, taking their style, taking their writing patterns, their schemes from actual artists that exist, and putting it together and putting it out there. So technically, you are using a gospel song, an AI gospel song,
to praise the Lord,
the Lord, or worship through stolen material from other people who are now not benefiting from those things, who very well could be gospel artists trying to pay their meal. I think there's something
thievery behind it.
That's literally is designed to thief.
But then I'm not like, I think we frame this conversation as like, oh, can you believe they're doing the gospel music?
No,
I'm saying general AI and how it's undercutting the artist's performance. Point blank. Period. I don't care what genre it is. It could be heavy metal. I don't care what genre it is.
But that's why.
But I don't feel any extra emotion because it's gospel.
I do. Because
why?
Because of the two genres that, like, we talked about this a few episodes ago. The two genres that are played by AI the most
is gospel.
Gospel and country. Because a lot of country, from what I've seen in my own even personal life, a lot of people who like country music, they just love country music. They almost don't even care who it comes from.
They just love
they just love the music, the feeling, the whatever, the sound of it. And they don't care who. Gospel. And the same thing with gospel. They think about the message. Where every other genre, they want to know who the artist is, what's the group, who's producing for them, what's what happened in their life. They want to know about these things. How is it helping their? I want to support.
That gospel music could remain so anonymous that you think that this sort of fraud or this sort of robbery of the
they can take out all the gospel artists in reality. They could eliminate all gospel artists if AI continues to go. AI music gospel continues to go the way it go. I can see it clearing out gospel artists. Not the toppest of the top, but like the general ones who are actually trying to get in, to get to a level. It's like, I have like 40 gospel. I don't know who this guy is, but XO342 just made this fire joint. I don't need to even try to figure out who you are, because I'm not looking to find out who you are. I'm looking for a message, or I'm looking for something that speaks to my life currently. And it's unfortunately, them and country artists are the ones that can be affected by it. Unless you're going to become, now I guess you can work harder and become an actual super, super duper star in gospel and in country. Then yes, you can elevate.
You didn't know who Tasha Cobbs was?
Who didn't know? I just didn't pronounce her last name properly.
Oh, it was you?
I said Corbs or something. But I was trying to read it. But like, you're still not going to be overlooked, right? You're not going to be over some of these guys that are super duper talented. But I'm just saying, it's just so much. There's a reason why it's those two genres that it's plagued the most.
Yeah, it's based on the
but I don't know,
and it's taking money from.
Well, how long is it going to take for there to be some sort of general rule on the policing of AI? In your opinion,
it's coming sooner than I think. It's coming sooner than
you think so.
They're literally
looking into it.
They're raising trillions of dollars. Here's why I think it's coming sooner than they're raising trillions of dollars.
Yeah,
they're taking up literal real estate in people's regions.
Yeah,
that is usually the first moment that people start going to their senators and saying, "Dude, what the hell?"
Well, that's why they're stopping some of these data centers. And
that's my point. And I think that the regulation around where you could build data centers lends itself to regulation around, okay, what should we allow these things to actually do?
Yeah.
And how to be consumed and where to
we
be
told this a long time ago. What did we
monetized.
say? These things got to have a big sign on it. Just like, look, all our foods now, snacks, drinks, everything. In Canada, they have the little thing in the corner now that says high sugar or high trans fat or whatever the case may be. They started doing that, right? Now it's everywhere. They can do it to these movies, well, not movies, but in music. Let us know this is an AI generated record in big, bold, white, whatever letters, so people know, because I prefer to know. And let's not just act like, listen, we've heard some fire AI joints, so we're not gonna lie, right? Yeah. But a lot of them is not fire, and we need to stop putting them all in the same category. Like everybody's is just making fire shit. It's not fire. It's not good. It's trash.
To end off the AI part, because I wasn't sure if
and the only AI I respect is Iverson.
Right?
Fuck.
No. For sure.
Sixers.
To end off this AI part. I want to play a clip from what Will.I.am said, who's someone who is pretty pro AI. But this was, he is.
No, I mean Will.I.am.
You are what?
Pro AI.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this is what his solution is for the differentiation. This is about the differentiation, because I think the big question is, how do we differentiate human music from AI music, except the obvious? But
a radio,
there needs to be
station, our own list.
Yeah. But this is what he says, and you guys. So let me play it. Sorry.
Right now, AI music and AI video shares the same MP3, MP4 file as humans.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It's not.
It takes AI seconds to make something.
Exactly.
And it's valued the same.
That's fucked.
Why is that? Why should that?
He's right.
Why should an MP3 that an AI made be valued the same fraction of a penny than somebody's song that took them weeks and weeks and weeks?
Thank you.
But how can you validate human sweat to make something? That means we need a lived experience file. Like, drummers are going to drum with the freaking watch, and they're going to have biometrics.
He's doing the drumming.
That is connected to the location and time and perspiration. You need something that differentiates it from the other stuff.
Thank you.
And that file, I call it the POL, the proof of life file. So this song .pol. Right now on DSPs, it's where's the love.wave or where's the love.mp3 or mp4 on YouTube. We need a where's the love.pol, because that has human biometrics connected to it.
I like it.
And a location and a timestamp on a ledger.
I like it.
And it should be worth more.
I like it.
Just compute output.
100%.
That is, and the thing is, he's been,
and he's an AI pro AI, but he's pro AI. But that's the difference. What I'm trying to say about these other guys. A lot of people are not artists or musicians.
Right.
They're people that are just either trying to push a message, or they're trying to capitalize on something easy.
Yeah,
they're not an artist that's trying to find a way to make the job that they do easier or be creative in something else to see how that can. They're not doing that. So that's why he's able to split his brain like that and to be like, because I'm sure someone just walked by, they'd be like, wait, Will.I.am came up with that? Yeah. I thought he was like Timberland, loving AI. No, this nigga's saying, it should be a label. A label, something that is so in your face.
Some people do it though.
Yeah, it got it. It doesn't make sense.
I think there's money in something like that.
Oh, for sure.
When did they make the albums where you had to put parental advisory on it? Like when that was a big deal.
Money. Soon, real music is gonna be like getting an album with a signature on it.
There you go.
Or getting vinyl.
Yeah,
because it'll be like, yo, person did this. Like, I think that's gonna be
we're talking about AI being the tag. Maybe it's gonna be a human did this.
Human tag is gonna be
because you can control that.
Made with no AI.
Made by real niggas. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they said even the more AI comes out, the more this will make in-person events skyrocket too in prices. Shows. That's why these niggas that's why these guys are that's why Usher and Brown could go do state like these guys when Drake comes back out to do his like everybody's gonna be running over there to see these guys in real life. Jay-Z, look what he just did. Look what Olivia Dean is doing in New York. Sick how many days like these guys are Hillary Duff back. She's like this shit, people want to see people now. What are all you AI guys gonna do? What, they're gonna make some digital thing?
Well, they will.
Sure, of course they're gonna. But it's
a while.
But it's gonna be different. Just like how we brought, like how movies is back now. People actually want to go back to the theaters. People want to go watch movies. That's what. So certain tickets maybe it'll become a luxury item, whatever the case may be. But the point is, they'll still won't go away. They're still driving movie theaters to this day out here. Like as much as I'm sure people thought back then that shit would have been ended a long time ago.
I mean, we have
for
at
days.
some point regulations gonna have to come and protect it.
It's too much. You're right.
And the problem is that it runs so much money that you could think they might be able to corrupt their way out of it, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, that's
because it's a money saver for AI is a money saver for the music industry, the banking industry, the finance industry, and the medical industry.
Yeah. And those are with now
you said the entertainment industry, right?
Music. You said music.
I said music, but yeah, entertainment industry.
Film industry.
You didn't mention is it for the food industry?
No, because you still need manual labor to make your food.
So that's going to be
when things that people put their hands on. It's all the computer stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think Elon Musk came out the other day and said, if you are 16 years old right now and thinking about being a doctor, don't.
Why? Because he's going to make a robot that does it?
Because the AI is going to be able to
robots with AI. Your hand will never be more steady than this robot.
And once they figure that out, he is right in terms of if they get it right. I don't know if they're going to get it right.
They can't get it right.
The
steadiness, I mean,
they can't get it 100%. They can't get it 100% right because
he's right about a lot. But you know,
I don't think there's any way for an AI to eventually ever be able to differentiate between saving somebody and
now that are so robot assisted that you think, man,
that's why it can go hand in hand, but it can't take over. It just can't.
The AI still needs to be controlled by
today.
Until they get more data.
I assume he's going to go with some sort of robot that has a central programming. That's what, bro. And the reason is especially is because these humanoids. Have you seen these humanoids?
Yeah. They're getting good.
Combine an AI essentially data aggregator, which is what AI is. It's not thinking.
It's nothing.
It is pulling from all available information online
from people.
Right. It's essentially plagiarizing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
Pair a humanoid with that amount of compute power, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They would know how to fight.
Expect some more data centers.
Oh, it's definitely gonna know how to fight. I mean, that they'll be able to do before a lot of other things.
No, but it would be like the Matrix. Remember the Matrix? You could just download stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
AI robot would be like that.
I know kung fu.
I need technology to get to that point. Like
for us or for
us. Like
so, you're a guy who would get Neuralink.
No, but what I'm saying is not to get a thing to find out how to do kung fu, but like maybe to read books
so and maybe Neuralink.
Like. So that would be Neuralink.
I don't know if it's going to be Neuralink.
I'm not downloading.
What you're describing, sir, I just want to point out, here's the two things.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what Elon is doing is less invasive than what you're talking about. We're comparing the Matrix, where they put a needle this big in the back of your neck to jack you in.
To jack me in.
Or a nice little thin film of data information.
You notice every time they did it in Matrix, they never look comfortable when it happened.
No, it was very uncomfortable.
So imagine, every single time it's going to hurt.
I mean, that was.
I'm not doing something every single time. It's gonna hurt every single time.
That was the 2000s. Maybe they figure out a way to make it a tablet.
Remember when Neil first did it? He was like,
he thought he was dying. She's like, chill.
Bro, daddy, chill.
And then remember then they got a high from it because then he's like, do it again.
Yeah. No, you gonna want it to be.
Oh, and they said they're gonna do another Matrix, and this is their chance to fix it. I'm gonna let them fix it.
No.
They have to fix it.
Don't ever put your hand up like
that.
Trivelle.
No, Trivelle. Before we move on, Matrix is one of the greatest films and concepts of
Matrix
all time.
is one of the greatest movies of all time. One of the Matrix Reloaded is the best sequel of all time,
which is number 2.
And number 3 was pretty goddamn.
Matrix
good.
Revolutions was a fitting end to a story that was really well told over the first two.
Sure.
Okay? 4 was an abomination.
Matrix Revolutions
was an abomination.
Is that number 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Was an abomination.
I'm trying to think.
No, it's okay. You can say it's an abomination.
No, because I watched it and I'm a man and I'm black and I'm wondering if it's not maybe the single most traumatic event that's happened to me.
No, it hurt my. Yo, you know what it did? You know what it did for me when I was watching it? You know, someone asked me if I was enjoying this film, and I was so hurt that I'm like,
"You lied, eh?"
I fucking lied.
And what's hard about? Remember, it was during COVID.
I know.
So, remember, so it was during COVID, and it was on HBO Max. Bro, and I remember when they released it, bro, I was ready to be happy. Remember, I was inside, I was drinking too much whiskey.
Bro, I was excited.
Like, I wasn't talking to people. I was in a bubble of like just two people. And I remember, it finally just, I used to love it. I was telling you, I used to love it. You have no idea. I think I was with somebody. Like, yo, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
I put it on, and bro, they looked at me and said, This is what you love? I'm like, it wasn't like this.
Yo, Trivelle, let me tell you something.
Yo, it wasn't like this. It's crazy.
Let me tell you something. It was so bad that I've given them the green light to do 5. 5 has to correct that. I think so. No. Yo, when you do something so bad, you have to do another one to fix it.
Because you can't
Ryan
leave
Reynolds
it. You
never
can't
went back
leave
to
it like
Deadpool.
that.
I mean, Green Lantern.
Yeah, but then they made now there's Lantern.
He went back to Deadpool, but like
yeah, but the franchise is living on. The concept
I don't want
is
it
living.
anymore.
I do. Yo, wait. So hold on. Maybe it's only me. Maybe it's only me. Let me say this is only okay. XP, think about this.
You're telling me all these things.
Have you ever eaten something?
I don't want it.
Yo, have you ever eaten something, right? It's so bad, right?
That I have to eat it again?
No, but no. It's so bad, but you ate it. You're full.
Yeah.
But it pissed you off of how badly it tasted. You had to eat something else, even though you were full, just to get that bullshit out of your system. Because I literally just did that the other day. I ate some bullshit food at a racetrack. It was so bad
and you were full.
I was full. I could go to sleep, but I was angry at how bad the food was. It was so fucking horrible. I'm like, I gotta eat pizza that tastes so good, and I forced it into my mouth. Pause.
I've never finished it though. I
didn't finish it.
No, finish the first thing.
Oh, I did because I was.
I've had a couple bites of something, and like it sometimes even I've ordered it, and it just got to my house, bro. The most embarrassing thing is I ordered Uber Eats one time to my house, and I'm eating the thing, and the thing is not what I want. I'm like, this is gross. I order Uber Eats again from a different place, bro. The same guy comes to my house.
And it was bullshit food again?
It was food.
Yo, I would have
the same guy comes
HBK.
And I saw him looking at me, and he's kind of looking at me like, yo, do you live alone? Like, what's going on?
Yo, you can't
what's going on?
You can't be the only.
And I was super hungry that day.
Yeah, see?
So like the orders were substantial because I was trying, sometimes you try and pick for different flavors.
Yeah. And it was
bro, and I saw him looking at me like,
it's all bad.
I
gave up.
Wait, how far did he get away from your house before he came back?
He's looking at the bag.
How far? So but like
this is for you.
Remember, he had to go pick up food from another place, right? So maybe like I saw him, and then maybe like 45 minutes later, I saw him.
Shit.
He started, this guy again.
Yo, because what if he thought, he really loved the food, it was good.
No, because I got from another place.
No, you got it from a different place.
If you just wanted a different flavor?
Don't bring me. Yo, let me tell you something. You can't be the same person bringing me the food. I'll be honest. Especially if I didn't like the food.
It's not worse than when you try.
I'm gonna associate it with you.
I'd write down, leave it on the fucking front.
Bro, I did. No, but that's how I knew because my instructions always leave.
Were you here before?
Leave it on the door. I'm gonna leave it on the door, guy.
And they still ring the door.
Bro, he rang the door.
And wait.
He was waiting.
He wanted to make sure. He's like, hold on.
No, I gotta ask. Why are you guys waiting?
Wait.
Just go.
Or like, why do you tell me you're here, dude? I'm looking.
Yo, I can see
Put the food on the porch and get the hell out of here.
I've told someone thanks, and they stood there at the top of the stairs.
They don't know.
They said, "I'm here." Thanks.
Like even or the sir, I'm close. So nigga, put the food on the porch.
Wait, they really do that. They really
Yes,
do
and
that.
get the hell out
I'm
of here.
close. I'm almost
How long
here.
did it take you to find out that Finu meant first name unavailable?
Yo,
wait,
Trivelle,
what?
Trivelle.
Wait, what?
Oh my.
First person available.
How long did it take you to find out that Finu meant first name unavailable?
Did you know that?
No.
Because every single Trivelle, let me tell you my story.
I just thought the same. I'm like, these guys are illegals. Like,
Yo,
I thought they're on this. I thought one dude was selling his ID.
Bro, the first Fanu that came to the crib, he was in a blue Honda. And the next time, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this guy is working a lot, like
bro.
And because remember, this was a time in COVID where they were leaving the stuff, so you never saw the guy. So I'm like, yo, I think at this time when I ordered food, it's the same guy. Like, yo, he runs this section. I'm like, Jesus. So I better like make sure I tip him properly so that he doesn't think there's any issue. Right.
He has his whole place on lock like a drug distro.
Then I started seeing like different cars and different Fanu. Fanu. Oh, you're upgrading. You're working a lot. Oh, you're getting new cars.
I thought Fanu had paper. I'm like a different whip every day. This nigga.
And then I'm like, oh wait, Fanu must be one of those names like Muhammad or one of these names that are really popular around the world. And I thought it was Asian. I'm like, maybe I just didn't know about this. Like, this was something that I'd never. Fanu, and I'm trying to think, like, Fanu, is that like Filipino? Like what is that? Indian? Like, I didn't know. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was on TikTok, but I think I was scrolling, and I heard first name unavailable. I'm like, wait, what? And I went to it and this guy explained, I'm like, oh my fucking God. It's been 30 different people this entire time. But how do they get away with that though? Like, because some places...
Because my first name really isn't available.
No, but that's because you're omitting your name.
No, but I'm sure it's a safety feature that Uber lets them put. You have... Because Uber must KYC them for them to drive, but I don't have to know their name. I could understand them saying, yeah, they don't have to know your first name.
But that's kind of dangerous. That doesn't happen a lot. If you order food in Toronto,
because
it doesn't happen a lot.
If they do something to my food or anything like that, and I go to Uber Eats, they're going to know who dropped it off because it's so coded. So I do think it's an anonymity thing for the driver, if I had to guess.
Bro, one day I swear when he brought the food, I was going to say, yo, how do you pronounce your name? Like, Fanu. Because how would you pronounce FNU? How would you... I would say Fanu.
Fanu.
Like Indian. Like, oh my God.
You thought Fanu was Indian, or East Asian, I should say.
Well, to be honest, when they came to the door, it was an Indian person. So I just thought, okay, a new Indian name that I haven't been privy to. Bro.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. Well, I was gonna do a relationship segment. We can table. We're gonna we'll table that. Let's do the what's that?
Candace.
We'll do a relationship one and end on Candace.
No, let's do Candace. Forget about because the relationship one I want to give it more. I want to give it more gumption. So it's okay. So we can do that.
Candace Owens, and Andrew Wilson had a debate.
And who's Andrew Wilson for those who don't?
He's the guy who like changed. He's the one who does. It's so hard to describe who he is. He's the one who debates women on like the Whatever Whenever podcast sometimes, and he's just cussing them off and he's cigarettes all the time.
Yes.
Pretty decent following. He's been on Joe Rogan a few times.
Yes.
And their debate centered around
what was the debate about?
Alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk.
So the guy and who's
Robinson.
That? Okay, his name was what?
Tyler
Robinson. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
He's a director.
Candace.
He's a director.
Who?
Andrew.
It's possible.
He says that he does acting and he's a director.
Everyone's an actor.
No, but
I'm an actor now.
He's directed a movie. Some shit.
Which one?
That's possible.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm reading.
We're going.
Candace Owens' position is that Tyler Robinson has been set up as a patsy
from the jump.
Wait. This nigga is related to all the Wilsons?
Which one?
Don't say.
You said Andrew Wilson. He's oh my Jesus.
Related to whom?
All of the Wilsons.
Which Wilsons?
All of them. Owen Wilson, fucking
wow.
Luke Wilson, all of the Wilsons, all the actor niggas.
Wait.
Yes, it's him.
Nope, wrong guy.
Thank God.
You said Andrew Wilson that was on fucking
Candace Owens
and Joe Rogan many times. This guy's been on Joe Rogan. Oh, I guess everyone's been on Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is not the barometer.
Andrew Wilson hosts so I'm right about the name. You found the wrong guy because the guy you found is 61 years of age and with a big beard. Yeah?
You know what?
Yeah,
not him. So anyway,
well, I mean, he doesn't look 61, but does this guy look 61?
Show that to me. Not him.
But does this guy look 61?
No, but check his age.
Yo, check his age is crazy.
What does it say?
Oh,
what is it? Tell me.
61.
Thanks.
They need to put in this. If he looks like this still, no, he's one of the whites that got away with it.
But it's crazy.
Andrew Wilson has the premise that Tyler Robinson was not set up as a patsy. Now, for anybody who's ever seen the Candace Owens show, anybody who hasn't, Candace Owens
is interesting.
Candace Owens' show is she sits in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Talk to the people
for 3 hours.
Yeah.
She goes
no
in.
breaks.
And riffs.
Yeah.
All day, all night.
Bro, and I think the show's on like 5 days a week, bro.
Yeah.
She's making that. She's getting that
riffs.
She's getting to that bread.
Riffs. Just, bro, Candace Owens did like a 17-part series on why Macron's wife.
Yes, and she's
and they sued her.
They sue the pants off her.
Bro, she just doesn't.
She just give
don't give
a fuck, and I don't care.
And has such a loyal audience.
Very loyal.
I've been I
want to meet her fans,
especially because she's in that not conspiracy theory because that's probably she's in the alternative thinking space. No, alternative to mainstream.
I know. That's
because mainstream doesn't mean you're right. It just means that you're the right.
Yes.
So she's in the alternative thinking space. She's a woman, so she gets a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't be engaged in these conversations engaged. She's really a beautiful foil. It's sad that the Daily Wire fired her and couldn't keep her on, which is probably why the Daily Wire's not doing great right now.
Oh, they got great movie coming.
But So they get ready to do this debate.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell that Andrew Wilson is there because he wants Candace to do more riffing. Because there's stuff that she said.
Okay.
But
prior,
on the debate now, with all of us watching, Candace is too smart. There's stuff she's not gonna say. So the past, Candace Owens has said that the French Legion and the Israeli government was in Utah at the time. And she thinks that those two government agencies
collaborated
along with Tyler Robinson to have Charlie Kirk assassinated. Okay.
Because he was a big threat.
So in the debate, the guy says, Are you saying now they have soundbites that sound so he's like, are you saying that the French Legion did this?
Even when she didn't say that.
She goes, I just think it should be looked into that there were I have sources that say they were in the country. And then it's a classic journalist thing where he's like, she goes, well, I can't reveal my sources.
I can't. Yeah.
The problem with the debate is that Candace Owens might be the best online debater I've ever seen in my entire life.
She's incredible.
It didn't even matter whether I believed her or not. I'm not even going to say my opinion on where I side on this.
I understand.
I haven't watched this. I got to see it.
But it's a masterclass in, you're not ready.
Oh my God.
It didn't even matter what he was saying.
Right.
Bro, there's a part at the end, bro, they've been like, they're 2 hours in.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what's funny? You don't even really care about this case. You've been, no, she's like, you've been sent here by, because remember that's another thing. Candace has gone out and said Charlie Kirk's wife needs to be questioned.
Right.
So she goes,
Erica.
And they run Turning Point USA, right?
Yes, Erica.
So she's like, you've been sent by Turning Point USA because of the stuff I said about Erica. You don't care about this case. You don't care about Charlie.
I did hear that clip.
Okay.
I heard that.
Then he's like, why would you say that? She goes, tell me one of the charges that he's charged with. Tyler Robinson.
Right.
Tell me one thing he's charged with. And he's like, tell me all 7. She goes, I can, but tell me one.
Oh my God. Yo, she's a female academics.
Bro, it was. I looked at it and thought, bro, I don't.
Yeah, you've been had.
I don't know if this is. But he went on his platform the day after. He's like, haha, got her. And I'm like, dude.
Did you?
I don't know. I'm a neutral. And I saw her cooking. Whether I agree with his points or not.
It's just that's not. Yeah, that's not.
I thought she put her foot in his backside in that debate.
So that's because I was seeing a lot,
and it was on her show just to make.
Yeah,
it was simulcast. So she's currently pregnant, so she didn't want to travel. So she goes, "Yo, y'all got to come to my studio." But it was simulcast across his thing, which is called The Crucible.
Yeah.
The Mediator, who they got, which is Patrick David, PBD, is simulcast on his.
Yes.
And her, the Candace Owens show. So all 3 of them.
Oh, so they
were able to live, and it was live.
Oh, so
they had commercial breaks.
It was 3 hours?
They do commercial breaks now.
Multiple hours. I think it was like 3.5. 3.5, 4 hours. They do commercial breaks of just promoting stuff. Their own stuff.
Oh my God. And you said it was like how many people watching?
Well, you said
at the time it was 250,000 from Candace Owens, 75,000 from the Patrick David podcast, about 35,000 from the Crucible simulcast watching live. The views on the video now that it's been live on PBD alone was like 1.5 million. Then there are people who like Sneeko did a review of it.
Yeah,
people watch his joint.
Yes, exactly. So you got to factor in those.
The impressions are crazy.
Yeah, this girl. Yeah, it's 5.2 million
on Candace, right?
On Candace alone, streamed 5 days ago. 5.2 million. I mean, the girl has 6.08 million on YouTube.
And I feel like that went
and
up.
She has 6 point something on Instagram. Like, I never see someone have the exact.
They follow me everywhere.
They follow wherever I go.
Because they love Candace. That's the thing. If you're a supporter of Candace, you love Candace.
Right.
Oh, look at all these videos. She's making so much money.
Yeah, because
1.8, 5.2, 1.4, 1.3, 1.3. These are all happening 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3
days ago.
Bro, you
understand? And bro, she's just in her living room and unload the clip, fam. I'm just saying whatever.
Exactly.
She's caked, dude.
I can't, bro.
What the fuck, man?
That is,
she's petty in all the right ways. She's too.
I'm so surprised she switched her positions, or not her positions, but like decided not to say a bunch of stuff that she was saying
because she knew they were trying to sue her though, because they would sue her for libel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the French Legion in Israel are responsible for killing a guy. If I don't have a hard proof, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I can't keep running.
Yeah, you can't allege that. You can't. Yeah, you can't.
I can't keep running around.
You can't maybe that unless you're 100% sure. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm also so impressed. Like I'm adjacent to this.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed, intrigued,
right,
concerned. I'm all these emotions around this like paradigm of. Like there used to be a conservative liberal paradigm that used to exist a lot.
Yeah, like you're either one or the other.
Bro, now it's like a pro-Jew, anti-Jew paradigm that exists online. And I don't mean anti-Jew. Anti-Jew is probably wrong. I think it's more pro-Jew and no, not Jew. Jew's wrong. It'd be pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Israel is the problem.
Yeah.
Are the two paradigms I see on my time. You talking about timeline?
Yeah.
I'm literally forget conservative liberal. Forget that.
Because that's secondary now.
It's are you on board with Israel is our problem?
Or are you on board with you love them no matter what they do?
And are you
and you agree with every single there's no middle.
Which I've never I'm not saying I've never seen it. I see it with politics.
Yeah.
It is scary to have that type, because even this is why I wanted to be so careful to correct myself, because the commentary on Israel as a nation state and government then bleeds into a commentary on Israeli people, then bleeds into a commentary on
Judaism,
and then I'm like, bro, you go far down the rabbit hole a little bit, bro. I'm like 3 clicks away from being like, this guy hates people. I'll start out with just a very interesting. Yeah, you know what? That is a good point. And why did that happen? And that is an interesting investment and purchase. And they do know each other. And you click, bro. I'm 2 videos in and like, we got to do something. I'm like, whoa.
Because you're now talking about religion / culture, and then you're talking about a people, and then you're talking about a government. Like there's just so many layers. There's so many layers, and it's like stepping in a in like a minefield.
But I guess my question is like, is the commentary is the aggressive commentary about the state of Israel a direct response to fatigue around Islamophobia? It's a deep question. I'm going there.
Okay, I need you to break it down for me.
So I think since 9/11,
and it's funny. I just started watching
since 9/11 in our media. In the propaganda that we were given on television, like I grew up in a 9/11 in North America, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was an effort and a focus made on making people scared of
them,
of the Muslim religion,
particularly.
Like even the joke, even the classic joke that's not all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslim. Even that as a joke in a world that had the IRA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From you know what I'm saying? Like the IRA, like proper terrorists in England.
Yeah.
So, but I remember hearing that joke.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that statement. Even down to like, if you ran into a mall right now and you said, Jesus Christ is king, nobody's going anywhere.
Right.
God is great, nobody's moving.
But if you say Allah is
the greatest, if you say Allah Akbar, people are running for that hill.
Allah Akbar, which is just God is the greatest. Let me tell you this. Before I even answer or even attempt to answer that, like I said, I was watching Fahrenheit 9/11 fairly recently. Just watch, because I don't think I fully watched it. Yo, we really have to be thankful. Like, whether we live in a space where there's alternative news and hard right and hard left, we have to be thankful that we have more news to pull from than what's on the TV. Because the things that the news was getting off, they were putting the bloody fear of Christ into every single person's home, just about going outside. Yo, the kind of terrorist alerts that they were talking about, like way after 9/11, just to put fear in people so that they would do, so that they'd be okay with the war, or so that they wouldn't go
whatever.
Like, it was so nasty because there was no, like, they were saying it on like the regular, and because if you go outside, you never know, there's terrorists there that could blow you. You should probably stay inside. Like, it was like they were saying it so loosely, but because there was no alternative news or like other place, and this was Fox and CNN and all the left and right. It was everybody who was talking,
because they were unified a little bit.
And it was like,
and then this is where the commentary starts happening. How did every major media station that is supposed to operate on slightly different ends of the political spectrum,
how did they all
with different leadership and different editorial powers, all agree on a similar theme? I don't have an answer for that question. I think it is a damn good question, though.
It's a very,
because I do remember growing up being like, man, these guys seem terrifying. But I had Muslim friends.
Exactly.
Who were like, I remember I had a debate with one of my Muslim friends talking about, because the general thing is he's gonna say, I believe in Jesus, but I think your scriptures are corrupted. And then we
debated or
and then we have that discussion.
Conversation.
But I remember thinking like, man, we're getting along with a lot. We're talking about a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
Then sure, we start talking about the hadiths and but there's stuff in Christianity that I have a really hard time defending.
Of course.
I got to study and, you do Christian apologetics for that. And I have room for that type of thing. Now, my version of that is I, as a Christian, still have to live in a world, particularly in North America, that has people at the Westboro Baptist Church. I don't know if you remember these guys claiming Christianity. Do you remember them? Those are the people who pick it outside of abortion clinics. Yeah. They were the ones who they would go to soldiers' funerals. This is like post 2001 in the States. So imagine they're going to soldiers' funerals saying they deserved to die because they're fighting an unholy war. Barack Obama is the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they all claim Christianity. I have to live with, not defending them, but I have to live with technically the God I believe in. These people are, the God of the Bible. These people are using the God of the Bible to do what they're doing, and I don't agree with none of that.
You know who else is Christian? KKK.
Oh my! And the God of the Bible.
The God of the Bible.
That servant that does not obey his master shall receive many stripes. That's scripture.
Yeah. So
and I have to, but the God of the Bible. So I live with that.
Yeah.
But then nobody vilifies Christians for doing that.
Right.
But the Muslim faith is vilified for in their opinion, the Allah of the Quran.
Yes.
Driving some men to incredible violence, and we make it seem as if they're all like that. Like, bro, there's a thing where people are like, Muslims are going to take over your countries. They're going to...
that's the kind of stuff that they were saying on these news reports, and there was no...
the easiest way to instill fear in people is to create an image for people to all agree that this image is unlike them. So it's scary. So you have to think about back in the day. Who did the white people of this land were afraid of?
Natives,
black people.
Black
people, right? So they enslaved these people. That they made. If you go outside and you see these, what do they call them? 3/4 of a man, or whatever the case may be. They will rape your daughters. They will do this. They will do that. So as soon as a white person they see it and go, oh my God, this person is evil.
Yes.
They're black. I don't even know. Yo, this they're scared. And then some eventually when they talk to them and they realize, oh my God. You're a human just like me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing what happened there. They created the boogeyman. The boogeyman looks not like the general public. Doesn't look like a white person. He's brown. He has a wrap around his head, a full beard. You see these guys. We're all of. It's just rinse, repeat over and over and over and over and over again.
There's this new trend right now on TikTok of white older women, strong Christian people who are now finding out
is this on your timeline?
That Muslim people aren't who they've been led to believe were these terrible Satanist, horrible people, and that their religions were so far apart.
They're trying to bring war and
they're
now again, I will say this, and again, I'm no scholar. There are Quran only Muslims. Then there's the Quran, the Hadith. Again, no different than scriptures. There's some stuff in there that is hard to defend.
And you know what? If there's nothing hard to defend
on everything, so
because you didn't
anybody that universally 100% agrees on anything, I'm always worried. They worry me the most.
Yeah. If you didn't create it,
you worry me the most always.
Yeah. There should be something that you're like, I don't jive with this. This doesn't make sense to me.
And I think our generation comes from the we question everything generation.
We're the first ones.
Because what they did to get the thing is that there are scriptures that talk about like a holy war that's going to happen if people don't whatever.
Yeah.
But look, I've read the Bible talking about we fight not flesh and blood but principalities. The king is coming back. Like there's battle cry writings in a religious book because anybody who believes anything about any faith is going to think that they're in a battle for their eternal soul and they want to win.
Of course. Right. When you look at it like that, you understand that. But it's just that people were taught to fear Muslim people, that they were so different, that they were so but now they're reading the Quran. Of course, there's going to be certain things that don't make sense, but it's like they're starting to But it's really not the way that we were led to
And the reason
believe.
why I think that, and I don't know if you guys grew up with this. So my dad grew up, when he first came to Canada, Black Pride was a huge thing for him when he first got here.
Yeah,
I grew up in a Christian church. I want to be very, very clear about this.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember this. You remember the Million Man March?
Well, the Million Man March in general,
like the real
Million Man March. I think it was in the 90s, organized by Minister Farrakhan. Do you remember this?
Yes,
Farrakhan's Muslim.
Exactly.
My dad used to play me Farrakhan tapes all the time.
Exactly.
Like, I know he's not a Christian, but listen to this.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about pride and
things that matter.
And
so I'm like, and Farrakhan used to have a real staple in the black community. The Hebrews, some call them black people, but huge staple in the black community is what the whole, when people say peace to the gods and all that stuff, all these things are 5%ers, all that stuff. The 5%ers are all it's all from. So when I come from that in my community, I'm like, bro, the Muslims that weren't ever really my biggest problem until 9/11.
And that was by
I also
design.
So you want to so then it makes you want to ask, how'd they do that?
Oh,
but I also feel like there were Christians that back in the day, at least how I felt, they tried to make it seem as if Muslims were unlike them.
No, I know that. No, that was what it was. They were trying to.
A Christian apologist and a Muslim are going to. But if they want to fight, they'll fight for a long time.
But the first time I ever questioned it was, but Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were friends like that, and they both had, and I've also seen tapes and heard Farrakhan.
But they don't publicize a lot of those.
I've heard Farrakhan.
But I'm telling you, if
Farrakhan spoke very highly of Christian. Every time he spoke,
because
he would bring it.
He would bring Quran talks about people that are away. The Quran says if you want to confirm the teachings that you have, go talk to the people of the book.
Yeah,
but then what the Muslims say now is the Quran talks about people of the book from it's 500 years after the time of Jesus. We're getting into like a different 500 years after the time of Jesus. Muhammad gets a word. This is the new thing, the new teaching.
Yeah.
If you want to confirm what I've said, then go, because there's prophecies, and then there's a concept that there's a speaking of Muhammad in the old book. If you go back to the Maccabee Bible, there's different scriptures that say those different things. Now,
correct.
Where the Christian and the Muslim will disagree is a Muslim's going to say that my scriptures are corrupted, so I need to read the Quran.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say my scriptures are uncorrupted because of what it says in Revelation.
And that it's finished.
And now I'm going to say the fact that you're telling me my scriptures are corrupted, I have to reject what you're saying.
Because you're saying I'm wrong
already. And that's where we're going to do this.
Yes.
Because we both stand on a line that is hard to pass. You're never going to be able to tell me, if you're Muslim, you can't say your scriptures aren't corrupted, because I'm going to come to you with stuff and be like, well, what about this? What about this? What about that?
Yeah.
So you have to tell me my scriptures are corrupted.
It's built in. It's like.
But the Bible tells me I have to then say, get away from me. And that's where the battle happens.
1,000%. And
of
course,
like
the divinity
Jesus didn't get away from me.
Because that's where the battle happens even more than it happens with, and this is where, again, the conversation is so interesting.
I know what you're going to say. And
this is where the battle happens with Christians, more than it happens with Jews and Christians, because the Jews just tell us we're making a chronological argument.
Yeah.
Expand on that quickly.
Yeah.
So the Torah...
Yes.
The Torah,
that ends the Old Testament.
But that's what the Jewish state.
Yes.
So we just tell them, y'all just need more books,
and they're saying that theirs is done. Christianity is saying our books end at Revelation, and Islam is saying no, there's more to the story. So it's three different.
And there's another person who says
Mormon. You talking about the Mormon guy?
Oh no, Church of Latter-day Saints. There's that one too. Oh no,
that's similar to
I was about to say the other one who says that the Bible is missing that's missing chapters that were from the original
Ethiopian
from before the Council of Nicaea,
that was taken out specifically for.
At the Council of Nicaea, what they essentially said is, here's what happened at the Council of Nicaea. We're getting into Christian apologetics.
Sorry guys, or enjoy it.
There was a bunch of things going around at the time. A book, because there was no central Christian
doctrine, and
there was a bunch of small house churches that were going around spreading different gospels. A lot of the scriptures were word of mouth.
Yes.
When the people first heard the word of God from Jesus, this is my Christian
I understand.
Argument,
you're.
They assumed that when he talked about a time coming, it was coming now.
Yeah.
So they didn't write nothing down. They let the word of mouth carry.
Which makes sense.
In the Gospels, even though Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John did not write Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, we know it was scribed. But when they started to die, they said, I better write some of this stuff down. Somebody's got to get written down. Okay. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were, closely. There was a lot of people around Jesus
that have their own stories.
That had their own stories. And churches of people that said, man, that's him, that's hot. But
they didn't put it in the book.
My argument is going to be that all pointed to Jesus. Sure. My argument is going to be it all pointed to Jesus.
Sure.
My argument is going to be it all pointed to Jesus. That's my argument.
Yeah.
At the Council of Nicaea, because Christian was, a faith that they thought they could use to control people.
Sure.
Yes.
They decided on culminating a book that had what was at the time the most popular story.
Yes.
And that's where
so it's like putting together an album saying, all this is hip hop, but I'm going to take the records that are doing the biggest numbers right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to organize it. The Torah was pretty much the Torah, but it's while we put the New Testament together.
But based on
that is where people get upset.
And based on that should bother you, your musical taste, because our musical taste likes the song that is not the biggest record. I wonder why it wasn't a part of the album.
And I say this because are there books that are totally lost? And I'm not a scholar. I studied this.
They are. It's 100% lost.
There are books that are totally lost. There are books that are not in the King James that are available to read in a lost language.
And good luck. I know this.
But what I'll say is this. And this is my final point on this, and I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire history of the Torah, for me, a 2,000-year period of time, there's speaking of a coming Messiah.
Yeah.
The time frame post is kind of like another
2 and something change.
Is speaking of the arrival of that coming Messiah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the churches that spawned off after as a response of his teaching.
Right.
Okay. The beautiful is a beautiful. Now, Grant, at the Council of Nicaea, did they say this thing I'm about to say and they got me? Maybe. To me, the Bible is a beautiful cyclical story that connects to the Torah that I identify as thousands of years old with stories that are now hundreds of years old that connect. There are things that are said in the New Testament that tie in perfectly to the ancient Torah. My argument is going to be, if the Council of Nicaea rearranged the Torah, the Old Testament, in a way that was too aggressive, there would have been revolutions.
From time.
Is it possible that they selected the New Testament to fit with the Old Testament?
So that
yes. But bro, without computers and AI, some of these connections are dramatically beautiful.
Yeah.
And to me, they all still point to the reality of Jesus Christ.
And to play before we close,
we're gonna do an episode on Christian apologetics next, guys.
To play on the side of the Jewish people, they would argue that the things that were written in the New Testament were specifically designed to specifically connect, even if there was no connection, because at the end of the day, it was written after. Didn't you hear of one of the main things that they really couldn't agree on was the whole, we're getting into it for quick, is the whole the concept of the Trinity.
A Trinitarian God. We don't have time for that.
That was one of the things, that was one of the reasons why the council even came.
And that's another reason why Muslims would get mad at you. They're going to say, your Trinity God is stupid.
Exactly. They don't agree with that part. And that's one of the main differences.
And yet, the Quran speaks. There's passage in the Quran that says the Quran says. The Quran speaks. And it is also the word of Allah. So Allah, and the word of Allah, and the word of Allah spoke as well as
exactly.
Muhammad.
So
we're close.
And that's why I'm saying that's why people should focus on the similarities and not.
If you see an
differences.
accident and three of us look at the accident, we're gonna have a different interpretation of the accident, but some of it is gonna be a lot connected.
What I think, and this is my final point,
and this is it,
and then I move on. What I think that faith-based Jews, faith-based Christians, and faith-based Muslims should agree on.
Yes.
Is that if you do not believe in a higher power, you are easier to control. Where the three of us should be united
is that
is on the idea that there's probably something that doesn't believe in God that is trying to get us to fight one another.
So that we don't
realize that the belief in God is our power, because it makes us impervious to control. Because we know something is bigger than what we're seeing. Thus, it's hard to make us as terrified, as scared, as nervous, as responsive to what's happening in front of our eyes, because we believe there's a version of us that's not really scared to die. We've been told it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I would love to have that conversation.
And that's really what it is. If we see the things that are similar to us and what makes us the same versus what makes us different, that's what's interesting. That's the key to the entire.
And you would have to wonder, outside of the nation of Israel, are there any what would appear to be a religious, godless nations that might have a vested interest in dismantling North Americans' religious core for the benefit of global competition?
And I know what you're gonna say, and we're not doing that.
We have an idea, but it goes deep. And ladies and gentlemen, that
seems very likely. But yeah, go ahead.
That was you might want to sit down for this.
You might want to sit down for this.
Thank you guys. We'll see you at 1:14, right? And have a good night or good morning, depending on when you listen.
Go Tempo. Go
Bye, guys.
All right. Hi there. If you made it to this part of the podcast, I want to say a couple things to you. The first thing I want to say to you is that you are important and you matter. And I know that sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but who you are in the reality of your life and the people that are around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, or even if you're alone, you are very important, because the simple fact that you exist means that you can impact and affect somebody's life in a positive way. And I want you to always remember that, because that's something that we should also tell ourselves, and to never feel fully and 100% alone, because there's someone that's going through something similar to you. There's someone that you can help by saying kind words. And there's a lot that you can do by just showing up and being there. And most importantly, being yourself. So always do that, no matter how it makes you feel like you shouldn't, no matter how many times you get told no's and that you're not good enough. Know that you are more than good enough, and you are exactly who you need to be at this moment.
This concludes our broadcast day.
You might want to sit down for this.